Hello? Hi. Hi, friends. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. And it's... Wait, what's going on here? Something's not right here. There we go. My thing... You don't know what was wrong, but I know what was wrong. There was something missing, but you couldn't see it. It was just the alert box. But welcome in, friends. How's it going? It's good to see y'all. Happy Sunday. Happy October. It's October. It's one of my favorite months. My camera seems to have... Everything seems to have frozen. Okay,
Hey,
that was really strange. Did I freeze for you guys too? Or just me? We're off to a good start. But Nova, welcome in!
Can you believe it's been
Thank you so much!
You still love me?
Everyone's here. Yeah, I'm loving the weather. It's not raining here currently, but it is like super like gloomy. I did freeze? That's so strange. My like whole OBS froze for a second. Let's hope that that's not a theme, because that would be like very upsetting. But welcome in, friends. Yeah, off to a great start. Adni, welcome in. Congrats on being first today. How are you? It's good to see you. And Kristen, welcome in. Congrats on being second first. How's it going? And Kristen, thank you for the ticket. Adni, thank you. Henry, welcome in. How are you, Henry? Goat, welcome in. Thank you for the ticket. Nova, of course. Thank you so much for resubbing for 21 months. 21 months. That's wild. No theme stream yet? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? Is everything okay on stream? Greasy, welcome in. Thank you for the ticket. Tacit, welcome in. Thank you for the stretch. I appreciate that. I honestly need to stretch. I was thinking of doing yoga sometime after stream today because my shoulders just feel like they need to be cracked very intensely. Kevin, welcome in. Thank you for the ticket. How are you, Kevin? It's good to see you. And the guy who loves dogs, welcome in. Thank you for the ticket. How are you? And Kat, is it Akatsuki Rex at the end. Welcome in. Thank you for redeeming. Hi, I'm new here. Jack, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Froggy, welcome in. Thank you for the ticket. Amanda Ree, hello. How are you? Thank you for the ticket. Reyes, hello. How are you? And Morris, welcome in. How are you? And Bishna, of course, hello. I'm in early just to hate. What did I do? Okay, everything's good with the stream. Thank you for letting me know, Tassa. I don't know why it froze, although I feel like lately Stardew's been like effing up my computer. I don't know why. It's like you would think that I'm running like Elden Ring or something. And Ash, welcome in. I hope work goes well today. Also, Bishna, I did see your message at the beginning of stream, and I gotta say, the gaslighting that you're trying to do, saying that I sometimes stream on Sundays, and then that's a recent thing. Too much. And Parker, welcome in. How are you, Parker? And Chubbs, welcome in as well. Just making sure I didn't miss anyone. Thank you for the host as well. I'm pretty sure today is the last day that you can host. I'm pretty sure, like 99% sure, that Twitch is taking away hosts tomorrow, which is really sad. Like, we were talking about this in Kirsty's stream and how we never really knew if it was something that actually like helped support the streamers or not, but it's just nice. Like, it's like a nice free thing to do, because really the only free thing you can do on Twitch to support your streamer is follow, and you can only do that once. So everything beyond that is like off stream, like, you know, like retweeting and stuff like that, but like that's off Twitch, so that's kind of upsetting. Thank you for the follow, Pretendosaur. Welcome in. It's October, and I made the sub goal a little pumpkin. I found that this morning. It was really cute. I also got this sweater recently, and I didn't realize until I put it on that I look like Steve from Blue's Clues. But like, I'm into that because Blue's Clues was one of my favorite shows as a kid. Like, literally, I was obsessed with Blue's Clues. Dino, welcome in. How are you? Finn, welcome in. How's it going? And Mr. Chubbs, thank you for the ticket as well. It's been a while since I've joined a stream. Yeah, Dino, it's good to see you. How have you been? I don't know, what didn't you do? See, that's not the right question, Morris, because I actually don't do a lot of things. And that's why I'm a lazy person. Did you finish Elden Ring? Did I miss that? No, I did not finish Elden Ring, but I was talking about this last stream, Nova. Is that Point Crow is currently playing through Elden Ring, and I was watching him the other night. He was playing against one boss over multiple days, and the one day that I was watching him, it was for 7 hours, and I was inspired to try again. I don't think I will on stream, but I might try to like at least beat the boss that I left off stream at some point whenever I get the time. Honestly, you should even start trying to stream on Fridays now. Bishna, please. Thank you for the follows. I never host. Yeah, I don't know. It was always said that like hosts would help boost you to get to recommended, but there's never actually been like analytics that came out to either support or deny that. So it's hard to say. Caroline, welcome in. How are you? Halloween is my favorite time of the year. I love Halloween. I love it too. I'm so excited. Kevin!
Wow,
Kevin, thank you for resubbing for 12 months. Yeah, 1 year sub. That's wild. Thank you so much, Kevin. Thank you for being here. I wonder if they will replace hosts with something new. That would be nice. Just for like people to do easily and for free. Donuts, thank you so much for the follow. And Lulu, welcome in. How are you? Thank you for ignoring the really sweet sentiment for the one silly gaslit. I tried to hide in there, of course. Yeah, that's what I tend to do. Also, thank you all for the hosts. I appreciate it. And is it Chris? Welcome in. Thank you for redeeming. Hi, I'm new here. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that wrong. What's everyone's Halloween costume this year? I have no idea yet. I was thinking of going as Hamtaro because I've been recently like reigniting my love for Hamtaro Ham Heartbreak. Like what all my stream alerts are Hamtaro Ham Heartbreak sounds, and I also just love Hamtaro. Hamtaro is so freaking cute, and I was looking up like I just googled Hamtaro costume, and I could just get a onesie. I have a Tortoro onesie, so that's always like an easy thing I can do too. But a Hamtaro onesie would be pretty lit, if I say so. You're not lazy, it's just the ADHD. True, I do definitely have that ADHD paralysis. I've been watching this playthrough too. Yeah, it was Melania, right? Isn't it like I couldn't look away from Point Crow's Elden Ring playthrough? Like I was watching until like 10:30. I try to get off like any electronics on around 10:30 so I can like kind of wind down for the night, but I like couldn't look away, and then I was so scared that he would look at my, or he would win. Sorry, my mind was just in two separate spaces. That he would win while I was asleep. I am Colombian, Luis. Welcome in. I'm not sure if it's English only, please, for moderation. Court, welcome in. You're not late. Court, thank you for the ticket. How are you? And also, May, welcome in. Thank you for the ticket as well. And Jack, thank you for redeeming. Hi, I'm new here. It's good to have you here. And thank you for the follow, Tash. Welcome in. And Israri, welcome in. And Burritos, welcome in. How are you? It's good to have you here. But yeah, you never stream on Sundays? Stop gaslighting me. That's what I'm supposed to do. I, as a streamer, am supposed to gaslight, girl keep. Nope, that's not it. Girl boss and gatekeep. I do like the word girl keep though. That's kind of funny. That's like a combination of gatekeep. I like can't speak today. I'm still waking up. It's like very dark outside. Like I was kind of surprised that it's already time for me to stream. It looks like it's like 8 a.m. outside. Nova, welcome in. How are you? It's good to see you. Din Din, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day too. Does anyone have any rom-com K-drama recommendations? Dino, I'm only on like the 3rd episode of Attorney Woo, but it's really good. I'm sure you've already seen that one, maybe. But if you haven't, you should definitely see it because that is such a good one. Streamer is broken. I know, I'm already broken and we're only 10 minutes in. Can we believe it? Gabby, welcome in. Thank you so much, Gabby. How are you doing today? And Thief, welcome in. Good morning. Any half strunk? Am I strunk? It's 7 a.m. outside, exactly. You know what I was just talking about with my parents yesterday is how it's like noticeably shifting into fall with the sun. Like the sun is setting so much earlier and it's rising so much later. And my mom was like, well, and I was asking when fall back is gonna happen, like when we turn the clocks back, and she's like, oh, we don't do that anymore. They voted it out last year. And I was like, they absolutely did not, because I would have remembered that because we had a whole discussion about it in my college class for educators. And I had always thought it would be a good idea to eliminate that because I don't see the point of like daylight savings, because I thought it only existed for like back when everyone was a farmer. But I also had this conversation with my professor, and she was saying that it's probably not a good thing if we were to eliminate it, because kids would be staying or standing outside in the dark waiting for their school buses in the morning, and like that's not very good. That's not safe. But Fee, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I can't wait to play Bayonetta 3. When's that coming out again? It's this month, isn't it? Because I know Kirsty was talking about that, and she's a huge Bayonetta fan. I've never played any of those kind of games. I actually don't even know what genre games they are, but I know a lot of people are excited for it. Quinn, welcome in. Good morning. I feel like I woke up broken too. Carolina, I feel so excited for everyone that's going to TwitchCon, and I can't believe that's this week. Like everyone's posting their schedules in Discord and stuff, and it's like only X amount of streams because I'm going to TwitchCon, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have so much FOMO, but like I can't wait to hear about everyone's experiences. That doesn't start until 2023. Wait, Tacit, did it really pass? I thought it didn't pass. So is daylight savings not gonna be a thing anymore? So since you said 2023, does that mean that we're gonna fall back and just stay that way? Abe and Connie, thank you so much for the follows. I appreciate it. Girl keeping and box skating. Exactly. That's what I'm doing here, burritos. Exactly. And Mitsu, thank you for the follow as well. And Crimson, welcome in. Good morning. How are you doing today? And Rio, hello. Rio, how do you feel? I don't think I've ever talked to you since you 100%ed your Stardew save. How are you feeling about it? I also saw Kristen said that she thinks today will be the day that I'll 100% Stardew, and I'm so sorry, but you're definitely mistaken. There's no way. I think we did make a lot of progress last stream, and we never checked my percentage at the end of stream. So I think we're gonna do that at the beginning.
6 months.
Dondoms.
Silly. It has been fun
Dondoms,
going
thank
through
you
this
so much for
emotional journey of our
resubbing
new Venomous
for
Tamagotchis
6 months.
Going to sail on with you.
And also thank you for the Tamagotchi check-in. Dondoms, welcome in. How are you? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. My Tamagotchi is still sleeping. Honestly, he gets it. It's dark outside. It's fall. He gets it. He knows what's going on. Dondoms, thank you for that check-in. He is healthy. He's still alive. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate it. Stream is broken? Oh, weird. Yeah, it passed? Tacit, I had no idea. Crying because I can't go. I know. I'm gonna be so sad to miss out on TwitchCon, but it's okay because there's always next year. Fief, you don't like fallback? I love fallback. The problem with fallback is that this year it's actually gonna happen when I'm in California, which is already 3 hours behind me. So then it's gonna feel like a 4-hour time difference instead of just 3, which is already gonna like make me a little jet lagged. They're giving airline companies time to adjust because scheduling around the time change is really important. That makes sense, Tacit. Time is a construct we created. What if we just ignored time altogether and just went with feels? Honestly though, that's a good idea. 9 months, Court? That's wild. I'm feeling very pro-farmer. Rio, are you gonna keep playing? Or do you think you'll start another save? Do you think you would ever do like expanded or something? Just waking up, I'm doing okay. Sunday scaries. Got a head start this week, dreading work tomorrow. I'm sorry that you're having the Sunday scaries. I can definitely understand that. I have like a super packed week this week, and I'm kind of nervous, but I'm just like, whatever happens, happens. Also, Crimson, thank you so much for the Ko-fi. I guess I don't have that overlay on this screen, but thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the Ko-fi. Pumpkin spice latte season, it is. I still haven't had my first pumpkin spice latte of the season. I did have some butternut squash mac and cheese from Trader Joe's on Friday after I streamed. Chef's kiss. I said this on Friday, but if y'all have a Trader Joe's near you, you need the butternut squash mac and cheese. Like, desperately, you need it. It's so good. And you just put it in the microwave for 5 minutes, and it's so good. I was raging earlier at Splatoon. I won a series with 5 wins, and then when it's rank up battle, I lose 3 times. No, Kevin. I was playing Splatoon the past couple nights for like an hour or 2 at a time, and I was just doing salmon runs, and it was so hit or miss. Like, some games would be like so easy, but then when I was with a 4 stack, it was so awful. Like, it literally felt like I was in hell in those salmon run games. It was just awful, and it was so hard. And I also don't like, they're giving you like a bow now, a bow weapon, and I hate it. Auto Twitch drops extension is fixed. That's good. I don't really know too much about Twitch drops. I don't like the sun setting at 5:30. That's true, Fief. I can get that. That's true, because I hate that too, because it's already setting earlier, and like this whole past week, it's been like 8 p.m. and it looks like it's like 10 p.m. And I just feel like I'm in like a sort of limbo time because I'm like, I don't want to start anything because it feels like I'm gonna go to sleep soon. I always get it mixed up and think we're falling forward with daylight savings. Ani, I always remember it like spring forward and fall back. Wait, are you going to Cali? Yeah, for not until November. I'm going to California for my grandma's birthday, who lives there. I'm just going there for like 4 or 5 days in November. And that's another reason why I can't go to TwitchCon, is that it's just so close to when I'm already going to California. That would be a lot of money to travel back and forth like that. Crayon, welcome in. How are you? Doesn't that have an effect on seasonal depression? Wait, not falling back or falling back? Because, yeah, I think like daylight hours definitely has an effect on seasonal depression, which I do get. And I feel like that's why I've been like hermit mode recently. Barb, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I want to try expanded now. Also want to mess around with some other mods. Yes, Rio, I would love to see you do that. I want to get Trader Joe's pumpkin streusel muffins. What's a streusel? What is that? I feel like I've heard the word streusel, but I don't know. Pub matches are so random. Yeah. Brewster, welcome in. How are you? Please don't be sorry. Don't worry about it. But I do see you have a TwitchCon badge. I hope you have a great time at TwitchCon. And don't worry about it, Brewster, or anyone that is busy. I definitely understand. Honestly, even if I see y'all like once every blue moon, that's enough. And I appreciate you. Also, Ghost, welcome in. Thank you for the host. I appreciate it. I go to Cali next year. That's so exciting. Also, Sonic, welcome in. How are you? I wish fall or autumn had the same daylight time as summer, because I'm not ready for when it's getting dark early. I know. It's definitely like hard to keep energy. Like, I just find myself so much more lethargic. Did you ever finish building the Lego Vader helmet? I did. When did we finish that? I'm really scared that I'm gonna break it whenever I get it. But yeah, I finished it maybe like a month ago. I did just break off a little piece of it, but that's fine. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. It'll be easy to fix. Streusel is crumbly, crunchy yums. Oh, that sounds so good. I want that. Tor, welcome in. How are you? Thank you for the ticket. How are you doing today? Wish I could go to Galaxy's Edge. What is that? Is that Star Wars related? I have a Disney trip, so I can't go to TwitchCon. Oh yeah, it's really hard. Like, I don't know. I really want to go to TwitchCon maybe next year. I heard that the Europe one is in Paris. That would be so cool, but obviously I'm an American, and I feel like most of my streamer friends are American, so the America one is probably better for me to go to, but Paris would be so cool. I've never been to Europe, anywhere in Europe, so that would also be cool for that. Tor, thank you for the host. I appreciate it. I'm gonna blame the relative position of the sun for why I haven't left my house this week at all. Honestly, if I didn't have in-person classes, I don't think I went anywhere else this week, like at all. I did go outside because it's nice out. Like, I went in my yard with the dogs, but I didn't go anywhere because also, where do I even want to go? Nowhere. You're right next to California Disney. That's so nice. I worked 120 hours past 2 weeks to save up money. Oh my god, Brewster, that's wild. Good for you. That's like a lot of motivation, and I hope you have time to take care of yourself. 42 minutes, thank you for the host and welcome in. Paris would be amazing, right? Like, it just sounds so romanticized. The idea of going to TwitchCon Paris sounds like amazing. If it's in Paris, that would be amazing. It's only a 2-hour train. I wish I could take a 2-hour train to somewhere cool. I think if I took a 2-hour train, I would still be in the middle of Ohio. Nowhere interesting. And you are welcome in. How are you? It's good to see you. Thank you for the ticket. I went for a walk on Friday. Small victories. Yeah, that's a huge victory. Good for you, Bishna. I have been doing yoga again because my anxiety has been like through the roof. So I did yoga, I think 3 times this past week, and I even did it like for 10 minutes on the days before I went to class, and that helped so much. And that's gonna be my goal for now, to keep doing yoga like 3 times a week. I tried an iced chai latte yesterday. It tasted how lotion feels. Court, that doesn't sound like a good thing. I love chai lattes. Are you hurting my feelings? Please come to Paris so much closer to me. I know, it'd be so nice, but it's so expensive as well. It would be cool though. Dondom's welcome in. Thank you for the ticket. Today is my care day. I took a hot shower, made me some ramen for dinner at 5 a.m. I'm confused by that. Silent Champ, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. I love ramen though. It's definitely becoming ramen and pho season, so I'm excited. Ohio is just Paris light. Rio, please. Ohio is nothing like Paris, and I haven't even been to Paris, and I know that. 10-minute yoga, do you have a routine you follow? So I use an app, Tacit. 10 out of 10 would recommend this app. It's called Down Dog, and it basically allows you to choose the duration, like what style yoga you want to do, the voice of the instructor, and what you want to focus on like in your body. And I really recommend it. I love it because I've done like a lot of the same kind of thing, but it's still always been different a little bit, and I like following the app. It just is enough like instruction, and I don't know, but it's not like a YouTube video. Like for some reason I feel more accountable if I follow my app instead of like a random YouTube video. Yeah, TwitchCon is going to Paris next year, so I'd love to go. Yeah. Isn't there a little Paris in Ohio? I don't know. Maybe somewhere. I've never heard of a little Paris though. What's Down Dog with you? Boo. That's true. Paris doesn't have as much corn. Yeah, they wish they had the corn that Ohio had. Thank you for the follow. And Carol, welcome in. Hello, how are you? We have an Eiffel Tower at an amusement park? Wait, really? Do we, Court? I didn't know that. Maybe that's a little Paris. Don't be confused at me. I work graveyard shifts. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, that sounds delicious. I'm gonna make arepas sometime this week, and I'm so excited. I feel like fall's like the perfect time for like making like comforting foods. Like last night we had Indian food and it was so good. I just love like warm food that you can't really appreciate as much in the summer. May, welcome in. Thank you for the ticket. How are you today? Little Italy, and I think that's a pizza place. Okay. Okay. I need a silly lady to tell me to pretzel myself. Well, you can change the voice to a lady. Don't act like there wasn't the best joke I've ever typed in here. I don't know if it was the best joke. Little Italy has a great history and good food and wine in San Diego. I'm going for lunch during TwitchCon weekend. That's so exciting. I've been meaning to make arepas forever since Encanto. You should. But it's a robot lady. It's not a robot lady. I mean, it is kind of like it's not like you don't see their face, but they do narrate it. It's not like Siri or something. I'm okay, still in pain, but not as much. I'm sorry you're still in pain, but I'm glad that it's getting better. I need a real silly lady. Caroline, yes, thank you for saying that. I appreciate you. But yeah, how's everyone's weekend? I know that Caroline and Brewster are going to TwitchCon. Is anyone else going to TwitchCon here? Because it doesn't seem like too many people are going, which even though a lot of my friends are going, it's kind of nice to know that I won't have too much FOMO, and we'll be streaming. I'm gonna be streaming my normal schedule, and I'm actually doing another extra stream this week on Thursday on the It Gets Better channel. It's gonna be my last It Gets Better stream because I was an ambassador for them for 6 months, I think is for my contract, and I think it's gonna be my last. I don't think I'm gonna apply again because Like, honestly, my life has been so busy with school and everything, but I've been so grateful for this. So I'll be on that channel on Thursday this week at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm excited for that. I think we're also gonna try playing Potion Permit. I'm so excited. We rated Nina last stream, and Nina was playing Potion Permanent, and it looks so cute. And I also saw a part that looked like a little bit of a rhythm game, kind of. And so I'm excited to try that. My streamer I mod for is going to... Oh, is streaming for It Gets Better? Wait, Cord, who is your streamer that you mod for? Are they an ambassador? Because that's awesome. I might know them. I can't wait for you to see our boy R2 in Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back. I know, I'm excited to watch those too. Drago, welcome in. Thank you for the host and thank you for the ticket. How are you? And Blink, welcome in. Thank you for the ticket as well. How's it going? Last time getting to host Emmy. I know, last day of hosts in general. You are, thank you for the host. And ASAP, welcome in. Thank you for the hydrate. I hope everyone has water. Oh, Court, you mod for Miv? I used to be on the Nest with them, the stream team. So that's really cool. What a small world. Also, Oba, welcome in. How's it going? Is that the game that looks like Stardew, only more modern? It does look like Stardew. It also, like, it basically, I think the story of Potion Permit is that you're like a scientist that moves into a new town and you make potions and medicines for the people of the town. I don't know, I try not to look like too closely at Nina's stream because I knew I wanted to play it. But yeah, we're gonna play it together on Thursday and be talking about some things. I would love to have you all there. Sarah, welcome in. How are you? It's good to see you. Thank you for the ticket. Will you be playing trombone? It's called Trombone Champ. And I would love to play that game, honestly. I've seen Freezy play just a little bit of Trombone Champ, and I know that Bishna was saying that he was playing. Is that a new game? Because I only started hearing about it last week. I would love to play Trombone Champ. It looks so fun. Blink, welcome in. Thank you for the ticket. Thank you for the host. I know that you just came in as well. I'm sorry for welcoming you in twice. No clue how Emmy reads all these messages. She's amazing. I do think I miss a lot, Brewster, but thank you. My intention is never to miss a lot. And sometimes I read things in my head too, so that's something to know too. If I don't read something out loud, I try to read at least in my head too. I have coffee. There's water in it? So same? Wait, what? Oh, okay, for hydrating. No, coffee dehydrates you, actually. I've modded for her for like a year now. That's crazy, Court. What a small world. Simone, welcome in. How are you? I was wrong about the daylight savings thing. It passed unanimously in the Senate, but it's still waiting in the House. That's what I remember, Tacit. Thank you for, like, touching base with that, though. But again, if everyone is going to TwitchCon Paris, I think we should go and then all go to Disneyland. That would be so fun. I know people are doing that in San Diego. Like, Caroline, are you going to Disneyland? I don't think Caroline is going to be in California for too long, so I'm not sure. One time, Emmy missed one of my messages and I cried. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Luca, welcome in. How are you? And ASAP McDonald, thank you so much for the ticket. It's good to have you here. And Z, welcome in. How are you doing? And Bork, welcome in. How's it going? Should we start playing the game? I always forget that when I transition scenes now, it like mutes me. I gotta figure out a way around that. But I actually organized my spreadsheet last night. And we're gonna do some fishing today, which I'm excited for because I like fishing. But I put together... No, wait. No heckin' way. Oh, I'm sad. Wait, no, never mind. I was on the wrong tab. I was just saying that I organized things and I wrote down details of like how to get each fish, and then I just opened my spreadsheet and it didn't show it right away, so I didn't think anything saved, but it did. I was on the wrong tab. So we're gonna do some fishing. We're gonna go fishing. I'm well, Sunday fun day, and by that I mean I'm not leaving my house after work, as you shouldn't. Honestly, it's like fall. It's cozy time. It's October. Freaking love October for real. Actually, I think a video just posted when I went live. I am reacting to a couple Halloween/scary movies that I've never seen before on my reaction channel. And my reaction to the movie Halloween with Michael Myers just posted. Oh my god, we have pumpkins! Let's go! Kristen, thank you for putting the YouTube command in. I appreciate you. This shirt kind of reminds me of Blue's Clues, right, Simone? When I bought it, that's not what I was thinking, and then I put it on today and I was like, I kind of look like Steve. I was like, I kind of look like Steve. Whose Clues? Blue's Clues. That's me. Fishy, fishy. You're not a robot. I do think I am a bit robotic sometimes, but it's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with being a little bit robotic every now and then. Is your spreadsheet? Yeah, the spreadsheet, like my progress on it isn't public, but that's the template I use there. I would highly recommend it if any of y'all are trying to 100% stardew and you need organization like I do. I would highly recommend. It's seriously like helped me make so much more progress. Emmy's Green Clues. Did y'all watch Blue's Clues? Because I was really, really obsessed with it. And I remember there was also a dog named Magenta who was pink, aka Magenta. In a monotone voice. I do think I be a little robotic sometimes. I really do think I am though. Alright, let's see how many pumpkins I need for cooking. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I feel like I still have a little bit of a cold, but I'm honestly not sure if it's a cold or allergies. I need 3 pumpkins for cooking. So let's keep 3 or 7 just in case, and then I'll sell everything else. Sometimes I wonder if I can really skidoo, but if Blue can, then I should be able to. Yes, Blue skidoo, we can too. If you ever need a little bit of motivation, just remember that. Blue skidoo, we can too. That's everyone's mantra, okay? You can just like wake up in the morning. If you have the Sunday scaries today, just look at yourself in the mirror and say, Blue skidoo, we can too. But be careful, because if you say it 3 times in the mirror, Blue, the dog, will actually show up. So if you don't want to be responsible for a dog, don't say that 3 times. You can say it 1 time. Would a robot do yoga? I don't think so. That's a good question. I bet one day a robot would do yoga. But probably not very well. At least not right away. Who likes pineapple on pizza? I like pineapple on pizza. Beware of Blue. Looking in the mirror. You know what I always think about is that there's apparently, I don't know if it's like an urban legend or like actually rooted in some sort of faith or mythology, that you're not supposed to have your bed next to a mirror because it can like invite something from the other side or something. I don't know. I remember Kristen was the one who told me about it. And my closet doors in my bedroom are mirrors. So it's like my bed is next to very large mirrors. So that's good, right? Surely I'm fine. Delarante, welcome in. Yeah, we like pineapple on pizza. It depends on if the gears need to be oiled. And Blue leaves no clues when he murders you. Wow. What a progression of an idea. Certainly interesting. I have 69 goat cheese. Nice. The guy who loves dogs, thank you for the posture checks. Well, I'm screwed. What if one day I'm just not even me? I'm mirror me. Like, I'm me from the mirror universe. Would y'all be able to tell the difference? That would be so interesting. Would mirror me be flipped? Like this side of my face would be on this side and vice versa? Is that how it would look? Okay, let's see what fish we need. I can put crab pots in the ocean. I can catch a sardine in the ocean as well. Yeah, and an eel in the ocean. In the rain. So that's good that it's raining today. We'll go to the ocean. Thank you for the host, Cord. I appreciate it. And thank you for the follow. Dr. Gamer, welcome in. How's it going? Delarante, I hope you're doing well today. So if you're ever feeling lonely, just put a mirror near your bed to invite something. I don't know how lonely you would have to be, though, to invite just anything. Anything over. That's a fun idea to try out. The mirror? Have y'all ever done those, like, symmetry... oh my god, I needed a blackberry. Have y'all ever done those symmetry, filters on, like, TikTok or Snapchat? Because sometimes I feel like I have a really symmetrical face, and then when I do those, I'm like, oh. I, in fact, do not have a very symmetrical face. I forgot that I need to get my crab pots from over here. Took Ruby on a walk. Cute. Pretty lonely. I thought a Ouija board was the best thing to get if you're lonely. No. Y'all, I mean, I guess if you're really lonely and you want, like, scary things, I think I'll, just take 4 and leave those there. I know they don't have bait in them. So maybe, how do I make bait? Because I know that's something I can make, but I never do. Oh, bug meat. So I can make like a ton of bait, actually. Like a ton of bait. Did someone say Candyman? Candyman was a good movie. I've never seen the original, but I saw that new one that came out. Was that last year? Was that last year when the new Candyman came out? I liked it. Although it did make me wish that I saw the original. Tish, welcome in. How are you? It's good to see you. That movie was terrifying. Candyman was good. It was terrifying. I don't like any movies where it's like... I don't remember the specifics of Candyman, but I don't like any movies where it makes the protagonist, like, gaslit. Like, it's not their fault, but everyone around them sees them as, like, their fault, if that makes sense. I, in fact, don't know if I'm making sense at all recently, but it's fine. There should be a deluxe bait as well. Oh, really? Is that like the wild bait, or is that different? Because I don't know. I should have done that before making a bunch. The original Candyman gave me nightmares for years? Really? When did the original come out, burritos? Let's try getting this guy. Candyman, like the Candyman board game? No, Candyman is like... I don't know if it was an urban... Oh, heck. I don't know if it was an urban legend before the movie, but it's based on an urban legend of, like, just this guy. I mean, it's kind of like It. Like the clown It who, like, lures people with candy. Tilapia. I thought the same. That would be so scary if it was based on the... board game, because that board game looks so cute. That would be sad. I used to play, I had this computer game back in like the early 2000s of Candyman. I mean Candyland. And that was a really fun game, actually. I played that pretty religiously. Did anyone else have that computer game? It was the same era as when I had Arthur games and Backyard Soccer. It was an urban legend, an old one. Oh, really? Oh, 92? That's not too old. I knew about La Llorona because of the movie? Wait, because of that movie? Or a different movie? I've heard of that myth a lot. I was thinking about this recently, like local or urban legends and myths. Sorry, I'm still like literally warming up to speaking today. And I googled like regional myths, and apparently Ohio's is a werewolf or like a wolf man. And I had never heard of that. And I mentioned this briefly, like sometime last week, but my new favorite Twitter account is Mothman. It's so good. It's like a bot account. And it always starts its tweets with Mothman is real and then whatever after it is like completely random. And it's just like such funny tweets. I love it. The It movie scared me so much. The It movie was really good. I love the It movie because it was more than just like a scary movie. Like there was also like comedy in it, and it was just like a well done movie. I don't really like scary movies that rely on jump scares to scare you because I feel like that's kind of a cheap thing to do. But it was scary, and it didn't have too many jump scares to my memory. No, just folklore I've learned about because of movies. Oh, okay, I see. Ramen, welcome in. How are you? It's good to see you. The It movies are so well made. I just watched them both again recently. I know I watched it too, but I don't really remember it as much. I think I've seen the first one like a couple times more. Ramen, do you not like horror movies? That's valid. I do like a lot of scary things. I don't like scary games though. I have to, it's kind of annoying because I wish I liked scary games because I love scary movies. But I can't do scary games. The scariest I can do is Dead by Daylight. Even Little Nightmares, I was watching Panda Melon play Little Nightmares this morning, and that game freaked me out. I never played that on stream. I tried to make it a YouTube series, and then my save file didn't save, so I was just too frustrated to start over. But Little Nightmares creeped me out. I got an eel! Yay, I needed one. Watched Dahmer episode 1 yesterday. I heard really awful things about that Dahmer series. I've seen tweets that like the families of the victims are like traumatized by that, so I've been avoiding watching that because I don't think that's fair to them. But even beyond that, I've also seen tweets about like how disturbing it is. So I will be actively staying away from that. Jeffrey Dahmer was also from Ohio. In case you guys didn't know that. And I'm from Ohio, so, you know, watch out. Someone spoiled the game because I know I did not work my caboose off to complete the community center for a trophy. After the community center, it kind of opens a lot of more things court. So after the community center is when you can start building your friendship with Willie and help him build a boat. And that's how you get to Ginger Island. That's pretty much the next move. Do I have a letterbox? Like a P.O. box? If so, I do not. I used to hate horror movies as a kid. I'd have nightmares for weeks after. Now I love them. Interesting. I don't remember when I first started watching scary movies. I think it was probably around the age of like 13. So I wasn't ever too young for them, I think, which is good. Thank you for the follow. No love for the Dahmer series here. Don't like that they didn't tell the victims' families about it and they didn't handle the story well. I didn't know that they didn't tell them about it. That's like really messed up. Yeah, I saw a lot of those tweets. Caroline, thank you for putting that command in. That's funny that the timer went off right after too. That makes me think of the 80s horror movies called Killer Clown from Outer Space. I've heard of that one. I've never seen it though. I haven't seen like a lot of the classic scary movies, I would say. Because I'll be honest, a lot of 80s movies like make me cringe. Halloween, which again is the reaction that just went up on my YouTube today, is from the 80s, and that one wasn't awful. But like a lot of the 80s acting I see, and it's nothing bad to the actors, but it's just the time that it makes me cringe a lot. I just don't, it's hard for me to watch sometimes. Halloween was good though. That was a good movie. Bestie, welcome in. I hate that they have romanticized a serial killer so much. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing about the Dahmer series as well. I did watch the movie My Friend Dahmer. I found that one interesting. It wasn't very like much of an expose of like what exactly he did. It's more about like his upbringing, which I found fascinating. I also watched that Ted Bundy movie where Zac Efron played Ted Bundy. That was pretty good. Oh, it's a movie watch tracking app? No, I've never heard of that. That might be a good thing for me, honestly, Tacit. Is that basically where you just like check things off that you've watched? Does it give you recommendations? Yeah, they had to find out through getting media attention. Oh, that's so upsetting. Yeah, that should be a lawsuit. They definitely should take legal action. They've completely reopened the trauma room. Yeah, that's awful. Oh, that's so disrespectful. That's upsetting. Like, I'm a big true crime person. I really am. Like, I love listening to morbid podcasts. That's basically the only podcast I ever listen to is morbid. And I love it. But it has to be done respectfully. I feel the scariest horror movies are based on real events. Yeah. That's like when Blair Witch Project first came out, that's why it blew everyone's mind. You know? Because they sold it as being real found footage. And we were all like, what? You're saying there's a Blair Witch? But then I guess the world realized that people could just lie. You can lie about something being found footage or not. Because it's all 100% real and factual. Isn't that crazy that they can do that though? Like, they literally say in the beginning of that movie, this is all real found footage or something. And I think they did that in Paranormal Activity as well. Thank you for the follow. Look at all the eels I'm catching. I hate scary movies, but I've seen a few. I think the worst I've ever watched was Autopsy of Jane Doe. For some reason, I thought that was a series. Is that on Netflix, Court? Because I think I've seen it, like, at least pop up on Netflix. I remember that about Blair Witch, Phase of the World. That movie really scared me. But then if you watch it again, knowing that it's not actually real, that kind of helps. But watching it and thinking it is real is terrifying. I listened to Murder with My Husband. Is that what the podcast is called? I don't think I've heard of that. I used to listen to My Favorite Murder. And then I just was kind of tired of how chatty they were in the beginning, which is funny because that's what I do in streams. Now that I think about it. But I really like morbid podcasts because they're like a little chatty, but they keep it to like 5 minutes maybe tops. It's really nice. I've only seen one horror movie and it was The Orphan. I've seen that one. That one is pretty good. I really like The Babadook. I remember when that first came out on Netflix, everyone was watching that. Has everyone seen The Babadook? That one's good. I really liked Hell House. Hell House was good. I like this series, like what's it called? Blind Manor. And I really, really love Midnight Mass. I was talking about this like maybe last week in stream too, but I literally binged Midnight Mass in a day. I was obsessed with Midnight Mass. Oh, it's still one of my favorite series on Netflix. It was so good. I literally watched the whole thing in a day by myself. And then I convinced my parents to watch it. And I watched it again with them. That's how into it I was. Yeah, isn't that messed up, Henry? I think it's really messed up when people romanticize like stuff like that. It's bizarre. It's so bizarre and very out of touch. Is what it is. Okay, do I need red snapper, eel, sardine, albacore? I know I need eel for cooking. This is all fish for cooking. I need 2 eel. I think that was it for what we caught, so I could sell everything else. Midnight Mass? Shouldn't you be in bed? True. I like both of those too. I watched the Blair Witch Project for the first time a couple months ago. I had to Google if it was real halfway through. It is based on like myths, right? Or whatever. Like it's based on a local legend. That's a word. It's not like they just totally made it up, right? I don't actually know. Sell, sell, sell. Do I need tilapia? You can eat tilapia. Thank you for the follow. You can eat tilapia, but they don't want you to. The man. The man doesn't want you to. The requirements for cooking in Stardew doesn't want you to. So, keep that in mind. Kylo, welcome in. How are you? It's good to see you. Also, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Wacho, welcome in. How's it going? I don't find stuff scary, but It Follows had some creepy moments. I know I watched that because it sounds like super familiar, but I can't quite remember what it was about. If anyone in chat liked Mr. Robot, check out Darknet Diaries. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I like hearing stuff about the Darknet, although it's like that stuff is actually terrifying. Yeah, Dahmer was really messed up. After reading about his crimes, I don't see why anyone would. Yeah, like people would do that with like Charles Manson as well. And it's like, you realize he was literally one of the most racist people ever. Like, what are we doing here? And he would likely kill you. Like, what are we doing? I don't know what that says about people's own psyches, that they romanticize people like that, but like pop off, I guess, you know? Thank you for the follows. And Johnny, welcome in. Hello, Ola. If you could please keep chat to English only, please. But would you rather watch a super scary movie or play a super scary game? I would definitely rather watch a movie. I'm not good with playing games. I think the problem is that, like, with games, you literally have to go through it yourself and, like, make choices. I was so bad. I didn't play the Quarry on stream, but I did play it in my own time, and it went so awful. I was too indecisive. Like, literally most of the people in my Quarry playthrough died because of my indecisiveness. I just couldn't make a decision fast enough. It was so sad. It was so sad. Yeah, Marilyn Monroe. There's been awful stuff coming out about him too recently. They talk about that a lot in the Morbid podcast too, which I appreciate. They talk about like real things like that and like what isn't respectful and stuff. How many holes does a straw have? 1 or 2? I think 1. Yeah, he had fans. Isn't that wild, Johnny? It's so gross. So gross. I'm not one to be scared or creeped out by any horror movie, but I don't know how to pronounce that. Poughkeepsie tapes? What is that? What is that, Mr. Chubbs? Is that something similar to the Blair Witch Project, where they sell it as like found footage? I'm guessing because of the word tapes. Do we mean Marilyn Manson? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Marilyn Manson. Yeah, right. That's what I was talking about. Manson, not Monroe. That's a really funny mix-up, because what opposite people. I really hope nobody just popped in for like that bit of stream, heard me like supposedly out Marilyn Monroe and then left, and then are spreading that rumor. They're like, yeah, I heard like a Twitch streamer talking about how Marilyn Monroe was an awful person, and then that would be so bad. I always get scared of that. I always get scared of saying something really wrong and then everyone believes me. A straw has 0 holes? Why do you say that? A game that requires decisive decisions or that are dire consequences. Talk about Emmy's nightmare. Exactly, Borg. Also, let me make this poll for you, Borg. How many holes does a straw have? Thank you for the follows. 1 or 2? I'm gonna say 1. I probably should have added the option for none, but I think 1, right? Because it connects. Wasn't there this recent horror movie from Sweden? I forget what it's called. Midsummer? Midsummer maybe came out in like 2015 or something like that, I would guess. That's a really good movie. I love... God, what's the studio that does those movies? Because I love all their movies. Midsummer, The Witch, Heredity. Those are all such good movies. They're terrifying movies, in fact. Those are really good scary movies that also don't have to rely on jump scares to scare. Yeah, I heard a lot of bad stuff is coming out about Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Manson, the singer, yeah. I mean, y'all can look that up. I don't want to get like too in detail about that stuff during stream. Because I don't think it's like super appropriate. But yeah, there's been some awful things that came out about him. Alright, let's put this in the mining. I probably already donated that vertebra, but I'll go try anyways. Sweden really makes some good movies. Let the Right One In. I haven't seen that one, Tacit, but I've heard great things about that movie. Yeah, I'm not sure how to say either, but yes, it's about a... Yeah. Okay, it's on Amazon Prime and Tubi. I always see Tubi as an option for subscriptions, but I've never actually tried it. 2015, I thought that was a new movie. I think it's probably around 2015 that came out. I could be wrong, but I feel like I remember it around that time. I think it's one big hole. That's what I'm thinking too, Boris. Gabby, it made they made a movie about her when it has been a year? Wait, that's actually wild. That's so fast for a movie. She was the influencer, right? Look at how close we are to being BFFs with Krobus. Did everyone see my stream title? IDK my almost BFF Krobus, because I saw a TikTok about the commercial that used to be so popular here that was just about texting. And there's like a 11-year-old girl and the mom is mad at her for the texting bills that is appearing on their phone bill, and she's just talking in abbreviations the whole time. And one of the most iconic lines was IDK my BFF Jill. And God, that ad, that commercial had a chokehold on me. My friends and I were always quoting it. Hit Killer, welcome in. I honestly don't know what any of that means. Have you seen the Club Hitch Killer? I have not. What is that? Also, Banana, welcome in. How's it going? Okay, let's check my crab pots. Phantom, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. Bork! Bork, welcome in. I mean, God. I like can't talk today. Bork, thank you for gifting a sub. I got a lobster and a mussel. I needed both of those. Bork, welcome in. Bork, thank you for that gifted sub. I really appreciate it. And it went to Stegaphone. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that, but I really appreciate it. Wait, that's a mussel, right? So I needed 1 lobster and 1 mussel for cooking. That's awesome. We got that. So now I need to try to catch a sardine, a bass. I might go to Ginger Island today, even though the fair is tomorrow. I think it'll be fine. I think we will go to Ginger Island to try and catch a flounder and also to check on my perfection progress. Pants, welcome in. I still say IDK my BFF Jill sometimes. I'm so glad that TikTok brought that to my For You page, because I freaking loved that commercial. And now I'm gonna say IDK my BFF Jill all the time. Yeah, you just unlocked a memory for a lot of chat, right? I'm number one. Heck yeah, you are. Celeste, welcome in. How's it going? It's a horror thriller movie that was recommended to me. I thought it was really good. I want to watch so many of those. Like, I love scary movies. One of my favorite scary movies is The Ring. I feel like that's a classic one. But that one actually doesn't scare me. I haven't seen it in a few years, but when I first saw it, I was maybe like 11 or 12. And it didn't scare me then. But I think it's because I try to make scary movies like funny in my mind. Like I always picture the actual actors and like what it's like to do those scenes as actors. And then it makes it less scary. And kind of more funny. So I think that's why, part of the reason why I like scary movies so much is that I try to make them funny. Otherwise, I think I would be too scared by them. I went and saw that new horror movie, Smile, and it's one of the best horror movies. Really? I have heard of that. Kevin, I do plan on it. Yeah. I always like, mom just had a baby and it's a boy. What is that, Vishna? What is that? I always like the trope of how scary movies make children terrifying. Like, why do they do that? 54%! We went up a whole 3%, gamers. Let's go. That was just from the mines and like cooking some things. But let me see what specifically. I need 10 more golden walnuts. I have no idea how I'm gonna find those. They're probably in the volcano. Monster Slayer hero, I don't have that. Great friends. I could try to make friends with Leo while we're here. At least a little bit. What the heck are star drops? I don't even know what those are. 52% of cooking recipes made? I need more. 71% crafting. Fish caught 91, that's pretty good. I need more fish though. Eats a boy? What is that? Is that a commercial? The commercial that slayed with me was the Orbit gum one. Who are you calling a lint? Like, are you cootie queen? I remember that. Do y'all remember the Orbit commercial with Hilary Duff? And somebody calls someone else gay as an insult, and she's like, that's not cool. And that's somehow an Orbit commercial? It was an Orbit, right? I know Hilary Duff did make Orbit commercials. It was a commercial for Call and Collect. I don't remember that. Yeah, they all make old people terrifying too. So it's basically like in scary movies, if you're really young or if you're really old, you're automatically terrifying. Smile is one of the best scary movies of the last years. Wow, cool. Oh, they're the things that give you more energy. I didn't know those were something that I could like find. Yeah, I didn't know those were something that I could find. My favorite commercial of all time though is Berries and Creams. Pants, you like that one? I never liked the Berries and Cream commercials. Like when they were first on actual television, I hated those commercials. They drove me crazy. Like I always found them so annoying. And now, maybe like a year ago, they were a TikTok trend. And I hated it. I tried to scroll so fast past those TikToks. Oh, I got a tuna. I think I needed that. Because I was like, please, I don't want the algorithm to think that I like these TikToks. So I would scroll so fast. And then I would just keep ending up on Berries and Cream TikTok. And I hated it. Oh, the museum. Okay, okay. I want to go see Smile, but none of my friends like horror movies or don't think the movie will be good, so I might go see it on my own. You should go see the movie on your own. Maddie! Maddie, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. How's it going? Maddie and Raiders, welcome in. Let me get you a shout out. Do you know what? Oh, thank you for the shout out. I forgot there's that new feature. Y'all, Maddie is one of my best friends here on twitch.gov. And she's also been playing a lot of Stardew. But Maddie, how was the rest of your stream? It was fun to be there while I was eating my toast without beans. I didn't copy my raid message, don't worry about it, Maddie. But yeah, Maddie's been playing a lot of Stardew. Great person. Definitely check her out if you haven't already. We're just talking about scary movies. If y'all are new here, my name is Emmy. I use she, her pronouns. I'm also playing Stardew. We're working towards 100%. We're at a whopping 54%. Not to get anyone too riled up. Definitely getting close. We're just working on like fishing to get some fish that I specifically need for cooking. Yeah, it's year 4 fall. But yeah, Maddie or Raiders, if y'all are coming in and you need a break to eat or do whatever, please feel free to do so. Haven't been streaming that long, so you can head out and come back if you need to. Does anyone remember the Snickers song commercials? I don't remember that. We're talking about commercials and scary movies here, Raiders. You should react to the X-Men movies? I would love to. There's so many things I want to. This year has been a lot of good scary movies. Black Phone, Scream, and X were all pretty good. I haven't heard of those ones. Also, thank you for the follows. And Cody, thank you for the ticket. And Party Time, welcome in as well. Thank you for the ticket. And Celeste, hello. I think you said hello earlier, Celeste, too. So welcome in. How are you doing? It's good to have you here. Let's see what happens with the new Halloween movie. I heard that Halloween... What's the newest one that they came out with? Halloween Scares or something like that? I heard that one kind of sucked. Which is disappointing. It was really nice to see the original Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis, though. Like, seeing her so young. I've never seen her in anything when she was so young. So that was nice. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I don't like lo-fi songs. Yay, I got a flounder. Okay. Let's see if we can find Leo to gift him something. Cody, I hope you're doing well. Yes, Maddie, thank you for lurking. Thank you again for the raid. I appreciate it. I feel, wait. I feel that the last thing that I watched that genuinely scared me was a Star Trek episode about a computer that permanently keeps people asleep. Wait, that is scary. That's a really scary concept. I really like psychological horror. Like stuff that makes you think about stuff like that. I like that. Instead of just like scary. Like the Babadook was good because I would say that's like classic scary. Not necessarily psychological. But I don't typically like those. I feel like it's harder to find those scary. Where the heck is Leo? Where does he go at night? Is he just like hiding somewhere? I don't know where he goes at night. MRT, welcome in. How are you? Does Hocus Pocus 2 count as scary? That's new, isn't it? They just released that on Disney Plus, but like that's a new movie, right? Or did they just put it on Disney Plus for the first time? And has anyone seen it yet? Bestie, what is that? I'm scared. Halloween Kills, that's it. I found Leo. Hi, everything okay? No, I was looking all over for you. Let's give him a duck feather. We're working on making friends and 100%ing. That's all. Yay. Is this a secret note? Oh, great. For the walnuts that I've already found, right? Yeah, I think so. No, wait, I can't find them if I don't have the secret note for them, I think. So let's see where that was for again. That's by the volcano. I'm getting nervous of how late it is in game. I hope I don't pass out. I think we're just gonna try to teleport home if I can make it in time. It is new? Have you watched it, Goat? There is a new one about to be released. Pog. Ostrich egg? Ostrich egg? I can make an ostrich. Wait, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to make an ostrich. It was released directly on Disney Plus. I want to see it. I think the Hocus Pocus house is in Salem, Massachusetts. Or am I thinking about a different movie? Pretty sure it's Hocus Pocus. And I drove past it. Last time I was in Salem, I drove past it. And like everyone knows of it as the Hocus Pocus house. Yay, it's only 10:40. I can put this in an incubator. I think I have that in the coop actually. Oh, it's a Snickers song. Dusty, I forgot that you mentioned that. And I thought it was like a quote from a scary movie. And honestly, it did scare me a little bit. Like at work. Oh my god, I thought I lost... Wait, Dad is trying to sleep? Oh. No. Hold on. How do I... How do I incubate this? Can I not do that? Yeah, apparently ostrich. I think ostrich is in the base game. How do I make this become an ostrich? Nougat terrifies me. Me too. So how's the weather? The weather's pretty good. I like it. It's nice fall weather. You should watch the Fear Street trilogy on Netflix. Max from Stranger Things is in it. Ooh, I love her. Oh, I need an ostrich incubator. They live in barns? So, how do I get an ostrich incubator? Also, Michelle, welcome in. Thank you so much for helping. Stop bothering Dad. They're trying to sleep. Yeah, my dinosaur is named Dad. And you're right, Goat. I should stop. Wait. So how... Is that something that Marnie sells? I need to incubate this immediately. I hope I don't accidentally eat it. Because this is kind of a dangerous game I'm doing. I don't think it's in here. Is it? No. Alright, well we're gonna have to hold on to that. Ralphie, welcome in. And also thank you for the follows. Welcome in. Yeah, I'm wondering if anybody has seen Hocus Pocus 2. Yeah, either. Yeah, I'm asking how to make an ostrich. You need to complete the island museum for the recipe? No, that's pain. I'm like nowhere near doing that. That's upsetting. Okay, I need tuna and flounder for cooking, right? Tuna, I just need 1. Flounder, I also just need 1. So I can sell everything else. Correct? Yeah. Easy. Easy. Vishna, thank you for redeeming. Hi, I'm new here. I think you have to finish the island museum. That's so upsetting, Israri. Why? How could you upset me like that? Israri personally coded that in the game. Israri is actually Concerned Ape and is coding the game as I stream. Just to upset me. I'm just kidding. I just realized I've only been here 4 months? Is that true, Bishna? That's actually bananas. How did you first, get here? Like, who or where did you come from? Where do Bishnas come from? Is the question. Also, thank you for the follow. I'm gonna try to watch Hocus Pocus 2 tonight. Yeah, you should, and then let us know how you like it. I do want to watch it. I just have so many things I have to watch this week. So I don't know when I would be able to watch that. Alright, that's upsetting because I'm missing things for the Island Museum. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Is it Dimias? Thank you so much for subbing with your Prime. I'm sure the alert is about to go off, but thank you. There it is. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That's a new subby as well. Thank you so much. I hope you like your sub badge and the emotes. Thank you. Party time, you've been here for 2 months? I've only ever gotten 1 ostrich egg, and I somehow managed to lose it somewhere in the game. No. No, Sarah, that's so upsetting. Oh, a dandelion. I think I actually needed that for cooking. So thank you, my wife. Wait, did I? Dandelion? No. Wait, yeah, I do. Thank you, wife. She's sometimes helpful. She doesn't really take care of our kid much, but that's okay. Also, thank you for the follows. I'm really excited for the new Blue's Clues movie. Wait, there's a new Blue's Clues movie? Has there ever been a Blue's Clues movie in general? Jem, welcome in. Thank you for the ticket. How are you? Ralphie for a year and 8 months. I know it's super early, but what's everyone having for dinner? That's a good question. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like chicken nuggies of some sort. Bestie, thank you for the ticket as well. Your child has such a beautiful face. Thank you, Jem. Spinning image of me, right? Is it spinning or spitting? Because I've heard both. I've heard both spitting image and spinning image. I was wondering what it meant when it kept saying that there was weeds spreading damage to my farm. Because I didn't notice anything in my actual crops, but they were talking about these weeds. I didn't realize that. Spitting? Peachy, welcome in. How are you? And is it Dimios? Let me know if I'm saying that right. You don't have to, but thank you again so much for subbing. I hope you like the emotes. Not you wearing Steve's sacred sweater and not knowing Blue's Clues lore? Stop, that's a good point. I forgot that I was wearing this Blue's Clues sweater. I'm simply an imposter. It's fine. I at least look the part of Steve. What else do you want from me? It's all I can do, really. I'm gonna put that... I should probably get to cooking. Why the heck is my prismatic shard in there? Why did I do that? Oh, it's because this is full. That makes sense. That would make sense now. All my chests are becoming too full. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Nothing wrong with dry nuggets. Thank you, Cody. I love dry chicken nuggies. No sauce. No sauce. Just never forget that Emmy Raw does chicken nuggets with no sauce. I'm providing that information. Bestie, thank you so much for subbing. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope you like the emotes as well. If y'all are new here and didn't know, I actually made all tier 1 emotes myself, so I really hope you do like them. They're of my dog named Chai. Yeah, I loved Barney. I loved Barney the dinosaur. I have a Barney stuffed animal. It's like still in my closet. But when I was a kid, I used to require that to fall asleep every night. Do I need any cranberries? Cranberries? No, I already have enough cranberries. Alma, welcome in. How are you? Chicken nuggets with orange sauce, like sweet and sour sauce. I like either chicken nuggets with honey mustard or just by themselves. Is my personal preference. I usually just eat them without any sauce though, which gets a lot of people heated. But at least I'm not making anyone eat dry nuggies. So let me live, you know? Yeah, I made all the tier 1 emotes. One of my favorite emotes. Thank you, Dondoms. Dondoms, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Alma, I'm glad that you're doing amazing. I'm doing pretty well as well. And thank you for the follow, Sam. Welcome in. Confucius says, if you try to eat a photograph of your parents, you'll be the spitting image of your father. That's a good one. That makes so much sense. Thank you for the follow as well. I only eat Wendy's Nuggies dry. I get you. Better welcome in. I've never had Wendy's Nuggies though. Are they good? Should I like go out of my way to try them? Because I usually just have McDonald's. Donums, thank you for the 500 bits. What the heck? Thank you. I appreciate it.
Make it to level 2.
Thank you. Yeah, I think we are at level 2 now, aren't we? Thank you so much. With rice as a side? Oh, orange sauce, chili sauce, or aioli? Yeah. I could see that. That sounds good. Stop force feeding me dry nuggets. April, welcome in. Thank you for the ticket. How are you doing today, April? You never had Wendy nuggets? There's honestly not any Wendy's like super close to me. I think the closest Wendy's to me is like... Actually, I don't even know. I can't even really picture it. I know I have to buy a rare crow. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize a rare crow is something I had to do for 100%ing. Y'all got me wanting Wendy's? I've never had it. I've never even had a Frosty, which I know I should try. What should I put in my fare thing? I don't really care too much about it, but yeah, what should I put in there? Spicy Wendy's Nuggie slaps, but honestly, it's not life-changing, their Nuggies. Spicy sounds good, though. Now I want to try that. Does McDonald's have spicy Nuggies? You know what I found out that McDonald's still has in the UK? They still have Chicken Select. Chicken Select was my favorite McDonald's menu item. Like, I loved that, but for some reason, they stopped selling that here in the United States like maybe 10 years ago. Maybe even longer than that. Also, Alma, thank you. I appreciate it. I just recently got it. It's so soft. I love when I get a new sweatshirt and like, there's nothing like a new sweatshirt because like even if you wash it maybe the first 5 times, it still is just as soft. Why is my child here? I didn't know my child would come to the fair with me, but I guess it makes sense if we're both here. That's funny. I feel like nothing is softer than a brand new sweatshirt before you wash it a few times. You gotta try Wendy Nuggets. You'll never go back to McDonald's, really? I have to try a Frosty too. People actually boycotted the character. I remember that. I remember Barney was like controversial when I was a kid. I forget why. I think people said that it was like, I don't know. I think maybe like too liberal for some people or something. I'm still mad McDonald's UK stopped doing breakfast bagels. They were so good. MILF Lover, welcome in. What a name. How are you? Yeah, I feel like McDonald's breakfast is one of the best things. I've never had McDonald's. Really, Peachy? McDonald's is like the one fast food place I really actually enjoy. Although I haven't really had a lot of fast food. What's the color that wins all the time? Is it green? I remember the Selects, they discontinued them in Canada first, so the US was the only place we could get them. Really? Also, Invisible Man, welcome in. Yeah, they're so comfy and cuddly. Exactly. Hoo boy. Does anyone else dip their fries in Frosty? I've heard a lot of people do that. That's why I want to try a Frosty. I just want to say I love seeing Latin representation on this platform. Oh, thank you. Thank you, bestie. I know, I'm so grateful to like be part of Hispanic Heritage Month on Twitch as well. Like there's a whole shelf and I'm on the Unidos team as well. So if y'all are looking for more streamers of Hispanic heritage, definitely check out that. I've met so many lovely people on the team. Green? Okay, cool. Selects do be so good. They really were. Wait, I don't even have any Stark tokens. So I have to buy some? Why don't I remember this? So I buy some. Let's buy like 60. And then we'll just gamble. 666, I'm scared. Oh, you can't see it. You can't see how much money I have. Selects are so good. Also, thank you for the follow. Okay, green, we'll say 50 just in case, I guess. I think it's like a pretty high percentage that green wins every time. But I'm nervous. I'm always nervous to do this. I would never gamble. Yay! I think we needed like 400 or 800 for the scarecrow. Let me check. Thank you so much for the level 2 hype train, y'all. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for just being here. Okay, I need 800. There is a star drop from this fair. I think I have. It's like what you buy, right? I think it would be in here, right, Goat? I think I remember getting that the first year. I think only Oslo has McDonald's, but honestly, I wouldn't eat it even if we did have it other places in Norway. I don't trust food that can lie in a closet for 2 years and not go moldy. Honestly, that's so fair. Do y'all want to know something like bonkers about McDonald's? So I have dogs. Like, y'all know I have dogs. And whenever I'm eating, like, my dogs always come up to me. No! Okay, that was depressing. I knew that would happen at some point. I can only do 10 now. My dogs usually beg for my food, but whenever I get McDonald's, my dogs don't care about the food that I'm eating. Isn't that crazy? Starforce Luke, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming in. It's good to have you here. I hope you've been enjoying those. Thank you for being here. And Chelsea, welcome in. This game is called Stardew Valley. That's what we're playing today. Yeah, Luke, welcome in. It's good to have you here. But yeah, my dogs don't seem to want to eat McDonald's. Just stop. Why am I losing all my things? I swear I can't ever bargain. This is awful. I mean, gamble. It's awful. I'm gonna lose all my money right here. Good thing I have money. Let's say 60. But what if we win? 80. Hispanic at the disco. I love that name. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the follows, everyone. Why do I keep losing? I'm gonna cry. There is a higher percentage of green. I don't know why I keep losing. Like, what are the odds? And I keep winning when I bet less. Green Man, welcome in. Happy Sunday. We only have McDonald's and a fast food place called Quick. I don't think I've ever heard of Quick. What kind of food is that? I know that, like, America has, like, a ridiculous amount of fast food. I was also talking about this in Kirsty's stream where she brought it up yesterday. How it seems like, if you are American, have you ever had KFC? Because I've never had KFC, and honestly, like, I feel like it just sounds so gross. But apparently, in the UK, KFC is, like, the place to be. It's, like, one of the favorite fast food restaurants. Why? I'm trying so hard right now. It seems like it's, like, 50-50. It's, like, 75% green. Yeah, I know. I'm definitely not going to Vegas. Oh my... I'm literally gonna lose all my money this way. This is so not good. I've had KFC. I just remember being in middle school. Well, first of all, I grew up, like, I didn't eat a lot of fast food. My mom, like, made it a point to not have us eat fast food, which I am very privileged in saying that, because obviously fast food is cheaper. But yeah, I have never had KFC. And then in middle school, the, like, whole Kentucky Fried Cruelty thing started coming out. And, like, that was when Super Size Me documentary came out too. Like, all the fast food restaurants were being exposed. Popeyes is way better. I do like Popeyes. My dog will actually eat Popeyes. Okay, that scared me. This is gonna take 5 years to get 800. Maybe I should just buy. Why don't I do that? I'll just buy 800 star jobs. I'll buy 600 more, because this seems too dangerous for me. 600. 30,000? That's so much though. I shouldn't do that. I need money. You never had KFC or Taco Bell? I did have Taco Bell for the first time a few months ago, Ralphie. I didn't like it though. The thing about chicken places here in the UK is, that KFC is, like, the only big chain for fast food chicken, but we have loads of smaller family run places which are great. What's Nando's? I thought that was chicken, right? Yeah, I have really bad luck today, right? Maybe you should pick the orange option, but I feel like the moment I switch, it'll just be green, you know? You can get a bigger star by playing the mini games. I've never played the mini games. The fishing game? I'll try the fishing game. Psych, welcome in. Oh, Psych Major, I like that. I once had a breakdown and ate KFC mashed potatoes while I cried in bed. Oh, I do really love mashed potatoes though. I love mashed potatoes. Okay, I've never played this game. What do? I just try and catch as many fish as I can? Is that the goal? So far, I'm not doing well. So, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to hit the lily pads? And is that what I'm supposed to do? Okay, that's not what I'm supposed to do. Oh god, this is not going well. Thank you for the follows. Is it just normal fishing? Dan, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. You're just getting unlucky. I wonder if I have a bad luck day. Just do the display? Oh, I should do that. Does that end the fair though, or can I still gamble after that? Also, raiders, welcome in. How's it going? Thank you so much for the raid, Dan. How's it going? What's going on here? Because I'll still get the exclamation point, right? Or do I have to pay attention to when that's, like, shaking? Oh, great. Okay. At least, I was waiting for the exclamation point. Also, raiders, welcome in. My name is Emmy. I use she, her pronouns. Thank you for that shout out for Dan. What were you up to? I wish the new shout out thing still said, like, what game you were playing. But yeah, I'm playing Stardew today. I hope your stream was good, Dan. If y'all need a break, please feel free to do that. Honestly, this is pain. I live in constant pain right now with this Stardew minigame. I keep losing star drops. I need 800 for a rare crow, which I'm at least grateful that I know that you need that. Yeah, I didn't realize I was missing bites. I was waiting for the exclamation point. Okay, that gave me 72 though. That's still a profit because it costs 50 to play. So it doesn't end the fair? Okay. What should I put in the thing though? Just like gold items, right? Maybe just a bunch of mayo? Because these people love mayo. Oh, maybe some wine as well. I feel like they like wine, mayo, maybe some goat cheese. What else do I have in here? If I have like rabbit's feet and stuff, I think that would help. Maybe a gold star drop, rabbit's foot, duck feather. I live in constant pain, same. Marsu, welcome in. Oh, Dan, let me get you a shout out so I can see what kind of game you were playing. Were you also playing Stardew? Oh, you were playing Breath of the Wild? That's amazing. How's that going? Have you played before? Because I recently restarted, and every Monday I play Master Mode Mondays. Master Mode has been something else. It's not, like, awful, but it's okay. Best to diversify. Gold and iridium items. Okay, cool. Michelle's cracked. Remember when I was the mayo guy? I do. I want to get my Switch and play now. I feel like whenever I watch people play Stardew, it makes me want to play Stardew. So I can definitely relate. Okay, I need 3 more items. So let's see. Let's see what gold items I have that would like impress them. Knock their socks off, you could say. I have cheese. Thank you for the stretch. Chai hat, that would be good. Also, Blanca, welcome in. How are you? I feel like I've never seen it. Iridium truffles? Aw, I don't think I have any. I think I just have normal truffles. That's too bad. Let's check my shed. Magma caps and fiddlehead ferns. Ooh, I don't think I have those. I knew that the fair was coming up, but I was just like, I don't care. I simply don't care. What about a prismatic shard? I have that somewhere, I think. Surely they'll love that. I have 1, 2. I just need one more item. I do have a fiddlehead fern. Should I put the silver one in? Or the prismatic shard? I feel like the prismatic shard would be more impressive. Thank you for the follows. The iridium carp? Or better, iridium tuna? Should I put that one in instead? You think that's better? Prissy works? What's that? The iridium tuna would be good, maybe? Okay. We gotta win this. We gotta win. Tina, welcome in. How are you, Tina? It's good to see you. How's it going? Should I put the fiddlehead fern or the prismatic shard in? Joey, welcome in as well. Thank you for the ticket. Hello. Yeah, I do have the chest everywhere mod. Magoat. Tina, thank you for the ticket as well. Oh, prismatic shard. You're using all the cool lingo I'm not used to. Alright, let's see what Lewis thinks of this. Yes, I am finished. Shard. 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 That's what it's called, isn't it? This is a retro game like Casey, welcome in. It came out in 2015, I think, but it does have like the style. Like I know people have said that it kind of looks like old Pokemon games. I can see that. It has like a similar style. Ren, welcome in as well. I'm sharding right now, please. Thank you for that shout out for Goat. If y'all didn't know, Goat just recently started streaming as well. My grandpa is coming over for dinner. That's exciting. Trev, welcome in. Thank you for the ticket. Ro, welcome in. Do you think so? I better win. If I don't win, we gotta riot. We're gonna riot. Heck yeah. Oh wait, when did I get so many star tokens? That's like a lot. Alex! Alex, welcome in! Wow, 21 months? Someone else was 21 months too. That was at the beginning of stream. Who was that? That was... I can't... Okay, I don't know who. I tried to scroll back. Who was it? Maybe that was on Friday. Alex, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's so good to see you. How's your Sunday? I'm down to riot. It's okay, we don't need to riot just yet. Because we did win. But thank you for being down. I appreciate that. I always need people on my side. It definitely reminds me of Pokemon games, right, Heart? Also, Heart, welcome in. I'm not sure if I said hello to you yet, but it's good to see you. Okay, now we just have to put everything back. Like this, I know I wanted to cook with this. Mining, I'll put the prismatic shard in there. Thank you for the follow, and Dio, welcome in. How are you, Dio? It's good to see you. You get 1,000 tokens for winning? Oh, dang. Okay, sweet. So we're good now. We can buy the rare crow now. Very good. And now put that away. And I'll sell all this wine like I was. And then I honestly just want to sell this hat or trash it. I don't care. I said I don't care. I'm doing well, thank you. I'll be lurking, of course. I hope you enjoy your lurk. Thank you for lurking, Alex. How have you all been? I've been doing pretty well, Dio. Just busy with school and stuff, but otherwise, been pretty good. How are you? It's good to see you. Okay, so I bought the rare crow so I can leave. I already have the star fruit so I can leave. That was my favorite hat. Well, you can go in the trash for it. If you really want, it's in the trash. You can have it anytime you want. Put that in there. Alright, now we'll go to sleep. And then tomorrow we'll keep working on some fishing. I'm okay, my new job has me busy 24/7, but it's good, I guess. I hope you have time to take care of yourself too, Dio. Rain, welcome in. Where am I from? I'm in Ohio, if that's what you mean. Lucetti Spaghetti, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I'll be in the trash, I guess. Fair enough. Rain, what are those emotes? I like that. I accidentally really slept in today. Like, I just woke up, but I'm really glad to be awake because I was having a nightmare about trying to find a rabies vaccine. Like, you needed the rabies vaccine? Or why were you trying to find it? I think I had a nightmare too, but I don't remember it. I keep waking up at like 6:30 a.m., which happens when I'm like super busy. I think like my subconscious is nervous that I'll sleep in at all times, so then I just wake up super early. But honestly, I like waking up early. So it's not too bad. And then I lay in bed for like an hour. And sometimes I fall back asleep. But it depends. Today I did not. I think I just went on Twitch and watched some people stream. I woke up 5 minutes before a mandatory meeting and somehow made it in time. Rain, nice job. Astral, it's not my last day ever. That was so funny when you said it in the Discord though. I was like, wait. I was like, did I phrase something wrong? Give me some dry nuggies from the trash. Cody, why are they in the trash? You and I both know dry nuggies don't belong in the trash. Kodamaborg? That's your favorite hat? Well, it's in the trash now. You can get it anytime. Who added that? Thank you for adding the quote. I didn't even see that that was added. Who did that? And when? Oh, Tina did. Tina did. Thank you, Tina. Imagine if my bot was just able to like add quotes by itself. That would actually be slightly terrifying. Can tall people be scared of heights? I don't remember saying that. Dan, thank you so much again for the raid. I really appreciate it. Yes, please enjoy your food and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I read it wrong. That was my bad. No, it's okay. It was so funny because I was like, oh god, I hope I didn't like scare a lot of people by saying that. But yeah, I said this in the beginning of stream, but this week is my last It Gets Better stream on the It Gets Better channel. It's not my last stream ever. I'll still be streaming regularly on here as always. Thank you for the follows. I want to get back to Stardew, but I don't know how to decorate my farm. Mr. Delm, welcome in. I searched on Pinterest. That's how I got all my inspiration for decorating my farm. Was on Pinterest. I basically copied like one photo that I saw. Sentient bot equals me. Tina, I hope you're doing well today. Tina is best bot. I agree. I have to go to birthday brunch for my friend and it's so expensive. They're having a pre-breakfast before the brunch. Wait, I'm sorry, what? Why? What's a pre-breakfast? Oh, you're having a pre-breakfast before the brunch. I thought they organized the pre-breakfast. So you're saying that you're having the pre-breakfast so you don't have to spend as much money at the brunch place. That makes sense. I do that too whenever people have things at really expensive places. I think I'm gonna incubate this dino egg. Just have another dino. I love a good baby dino. Yeah, that's really smart. And then you could just get like something very small. And like a drink maybe. A side of bacon is $8? Is it worth it? Have you been there before, Tina? Or have you heard of it? Like, is it worth it? The avocado toast is $15? Sheesh. That's a lot. Oh my god, a mango. I needed one. I've been waiting for a mango. I think I need it to cook with. But I also know I just need it to sell. Yeah, I do need one mango to cook something with. So we'll keep this one. But the next one we have to sell. For the 100%ing. Cool. Sheesh. Link, welcome in. Can't believe they are gonna charge 8 bugs for the side, just the side of a piece of bacon. 8 bugs. Thank you for the follows. All right, let's go to the lake because I need a largemouth bass. for cooking. So we'll do that. Bugs. I worded that wrong. I think asking people to go to expensive places to celebrate yourself is rude. I think so too, honestly. I think so too. Unless you like I guess if you very specifically know your friend group. But I can see that. Court, I agree. Juan, welcome in. Good morning. It's good to see you. Bye, Link. Later. I'll stick to my $15 chilaquiles at Gloria. Is that a brunch place? Comes with hash and bacon. I love a good brunch place. Like, I love brunch. It's my favorite thing to go, and I love going to like a diner that gives you like a full stack of pancakes for like $10. That's the kind of brunch I like. Mixed Apple, welcome in. Thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate it. I hope everyone has water. There's this diner near me that does brunch sometimes, and if you get like French toast or like an omelet, they give you a side of pancakes with it. And I love it, but I think it's so like outrageous because the pancakes could be the main meal as well. Chavs, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh my god, Pigs is in the raid. Pigs, welcome in. Welcome in, raiders. How's it going? Ryan, hello. Izzy, hello. Skittles. Chavs, of course, hello. Thank you so much for the raid. How's it going? Let me get you a shout out so I can see what you were playing as well. I hope you had a good stream. Hoo boy. Hoo boy. Chavs, we were also playing Stardew. How's Stardew going? If y'all are new here, my name is Emmy. I use she, her pronouns. We're also playing Stardew. I'm working on 100%ing it. Also, thank you for doing that kind of shout out as well so people can easily follow. I think I'll do that too. Chavs, I hope you had a good stream. We're working on 100%ing. I'm very slow at it. We're kind of working on fishing. Oh wait, I caught the fish that I needed. I have a spreadsheet, so I'm very organized. But yeah, Chavs, I hope you had a good stream. Pigs, I don't know if you were here the other day, Pigs, but I was playing Stardew, and my pig was named Happy Pigs, and you had a baby. So congratulations, Pigs. How are you going? Aw, Pigs recommended, thank you. It's going well. I feel like I'm very slow at 100%ing this game, but ever since I got a spreadsheet, it's better. I'm worth at least $12. I do want to purchase a pig. That would be nice. Pigs are so cute, actually. Also, Chavs, thank you for following as well. I appreciate it. I didn't mean to side-eye y'all raiders. I meant sip. Okay, wait. So I got the largemouth bass. So now I need to try to catch a salmon, which we can catch in the river in the fall time. So let's do that. I'm very organized. I had a lovely time. Stardew makes me happy. That's awesome. I love Stardew too. Are you like early on in the game or later? Like, what are you working on now? Yeah, congrats on parenthood. I don't know where to go. I think I'll go down here. And we'll try fishing here for some salmon. A full-size pig or teacup size? Are teacup pigs a real thing? Because I think I remember a girl in middle school said that she had a pet teacup pig, but I never believed her. And I feel like I learned that it's not like a real thing, and those pigs actually do get pretty big. In a van down by the river? Are we singing some Neil Young? Is that the lyric? I know that he has a song named Down by the River. A happy pig has to be worth at least $13. I would bargain $13.99. Plus tax. Plus sales tax. And a tip. I'm getting in the car right now. There's this corn maze near me where if you get to the middle of the maze, there's a bundle of piglets waiting to play with you. Tina, no way. You need to go to that. I mean, I live in Ohio, so we have a lot of corn mazes around here during the fall, but we don't have piglets waiting to be pet in the middle. That's so cute. I want that. Oh my god, cracked. I got a salmon. Okay, so what's another fish I need to get? I got eel. When can I catch squid? Not now. In the winter. Sea cucumber? Can I catch that? When can I catch a sea cucumber? I apparently didn't write that down. Oh no, that's in the submarine. That's annoying. Sardine? When can I catch a sardine? Sardine is in the ocean. I think I already caught that though. Am I good on fish then? No, I don't. I lied. I don't think I caught a sardine. Kind of real, but no way to guarantee to stay small. Oh, okay. I think I did hear that. It depends on the size of the teacup. Yeah, that's true. Like, are we talking like 6-ounce teacup, 8-ounce, 10-ounce? I love pigs. Pigs are really cute. Ren, I hope you're doing well. Also, Astral, thank you for lurking. I appreciate you. Thank you. I think I forgot to put bait in here as well. But I also don't really think we need anything. I could be wrong. I think I do need stuff from the other crab pots, so let me actually go do that. The one that's in the river. Fresh water. I wish that when I came home from work that there were piglets waiting for me. That would be so nice. You know what I really love? You know what's like a serotonin booster? Is guinea pigs. Guinea pigs, the noise that they make. I've never had a guinea pig. Oh, sweet. I did get a snail and a crayfish. I think I needed to sell those. I've never had a guinea pig, but I love seeing videos of them, and their little squeals are so cute. Like, I swear, if y'all are ever feeling down, just look up videos of guinea pigs. Thank you for the follows. I want to farm so I could have all the cute farm animals. Me too. I think I would be awful at like gardening and stuff and crops because I am bad at taking care of my plants. But I would love all the animals. Guinea pigs are hilarious. I love them, especially the ones with long hair that look like sentient wigs. Yes, those ones are so cute. But I think you actually need to take care of them a lot, like brush them a lot. And I think too, if you get a guinea pig, they're like quite social animals, so you actually need to get them in at least pairs. Kemba, welcome in. This is not co-op. I like their little noses. I love guinea pigs. I also love rabbits. I really want a bunny one day. But I have a Jack Russell Beagle mix, so she's obviously like in her genes. She's bred to hunt, even though she's a mutt. She still has that. So I don't think it would go very well if I were to ever get that. I did have a hamster, and then when I adopted my dog, she constantly tried to get into like my hamster where he lived. And that was not good, and I couldn't deal with that stress. And I could never put... Oh, I got a sardine. Word. Sick. Okay, so I got like a lot of fish that I need, so we might try actually cooking with them to see if I've unlocked any more recipes. Ethan, welcome in. Ethan, was your birthday yesterday or 2 days ago? How was your birthday? Noelle, you're great. I'm doing pretty good too. Thank you for asking. What if it was those teacups from Gilmore Girls that are the size of their face? I never finish Gilmore Girls, but whenever it's like fall time, I get the feeling that I want to watch it again because I feel like it's such a fall show. But it always cracked me up the way that the actors pretend to drink their coffee, because it's like so evident that there's nothing actually in the cups. Because sometimes, oh god, why does my game keep freezing? Oh, that was not because of my game. It's so funny because like the way they hold the mugs and like the coffee cups are just no one would ever hold something that actually had something in there like that. Okay, I need a tortilla and a tuna, which I do have. Yesterday, Ethan, how was your birthday? Hi, Ethan, you slayer. Absolute slay. Where did my tortillas go? Are they in food? They are. Who's gonna eat just a tortilla by itself? That's silly. That was silly of me. I can make a fish taco. Thank you for the follow. It was so much fun. I ate a lot of food, had some nice pumpkin drinks, and got to play some ping pong for the first time since I play competitively? Ethan, no way. Do you really? That is awesome. I could simply never imagine myself playing competitive ping pong. Whenever I try to play ping pong, I'm actually so bad. Also, I know that I had rhubarb here somewhere. Was that on Ginger Island that I had that? Because I remember seeing it like today. But maybe it was on Ginger Island, so that's my bad. Wait, I kind of slept in before work today or yesterday? Also, yes, please keep chat English only. I'm sorry, are you the vehicle by which Santa Claus delivers happiness and joy to all the good children of the world? Because you slay. That was a long one, Bishna, but it was worth it. I kept reading it. Spicy eel, consider it made. Fried eel, consider it made. Crispy bass, made. Oh my god, so many foods right now. I need to go, like, gift people some of these foods, though. Because my chest is becoming too full of food. Yam? I definitely have a yam somewhere. Get in here. Get in here, you're being cooked. Autumn's bounty? What else? Pumpkin! Wait. Milk. Milk, milk, milk. Milk. Get in here. Get in here, we're going shopping. Oh my god, look at all the recipes I'm making. I'm cracked right now at cooking. Thank you for the follows. Today I slept for a while, but I don't work until 4. You deserve sleeping in, especially the day after your birthday. You deserve that. I need 2 sardines. Nobody told me that. Although, I bet my spreadsheet does say that. So we need to catch a sardine, another one tomorrow. That's fine. Let me make sure I can't make anything else immediately. Pumpkin pie, let's freaking go. I love pumpkin pie. Radish salad? You know, sounds gross, but I'll take it. Blackberry? Oh, I need 2 blackberries. Okay. So I need 2 blackberries. I need another blackberry and another sardine. That's what we'll work on tomorrow. Crayfish, mussel, periwinkle? I do have that stuff. Let me get that out real quick. Periwinkle, crayfish. God, what was the other thing? Crayfish, mussel. Mussel. Look at all this food, y'all. Fish stew, gross. Escargot. I need squid ink. I don't really know how to get that. Lobster bisque. I do have lobster now. Y'all, cracked. This is so much food. Okay, cool. So tomorrow we need a blackberry and we need another sardine. Cody, thank you for lurking. Yes, please enjoy your food. We are talking about a lot of food now. Also, thank you for the follows. I appreciate you making it all the way to the end of that one. Means a lot. My points haven't been working on anybody's streams for like a month, and I don't know how to properly convey how bad it makes me feel. That's so weird, Dio. I remember in like Alana's stream, a lot of people didn't have points working, which is so weird. I wonder why it only happens for like specific people and like specific times. All right, let's put these back. I don't think I need that. I don't need that. Keep this. This is all food. I want to get rid of all this food. But like, by get rid of, I mean gift it, because I think it's good to gift those things. And then let's sell these things that I don't need. And now let's go to sleep. From Inklings. Do you play Splatoon, McSapple? Lobster? I hardly know her. But ticket. Ethan, thank you for the ticket. Y'all, sometimes I wish that I could retract things I say. I swear I'm just like sleepy today. I literally was about to say ticket, thank you for the Ethan. I can't. I can't. Why am I on the internet? Joey, thank you for lurking. Have fun with Krobus. We're nearly best friends with Krobus. I bet I can do that today. You love Splatoon? I've been playing a lot of Splatoon in my free time. I've been playing some Salmon Run. And it's been both kicking my butt, but I also love Salmon Run. Can unfortunately not get enough of Salmon Run. I think I'm gonna sell this leek. Unless I need it. Let's see. I don't actually know. Is it in here? There's one leek in there. I don't think I would need more than that. So let's sell it. Sell, sell, sell. Okay. Also, thank you for the follow, Kapow. Thanks for the Ethan, please. I mean, you could still say it. Ticket, thank you for the Ethan. I tried a salmon run with 4 people for the first time and it was a lot of fun. Wait, really? I feel like whenever I play with 4 people, salmon run is like so much harder. Like, I feel like they boost us because we're 4 stack. Yay, another mango. But where did the man go? Me waiting for Bisham to make that joke. I feel like whenever I play with like 2 or 3 people, salmon run isn't too difficult. Like, and it's actually sometimes really easy. But if I'm with a 4 stack, it makes it really hard. I'm not sure if that's because of the levels of my friends though. Because some of my friends are like super high level. And I'm not. I'm just like go-getter ranked, I think. I watched a YouTube video of someone doing salmon run at max difficulty and I felt very sick. I should watch something like that. That would blow my mind. I think Alana is like super high ranked. I think she was the top rank in salmon run and then she deranked yesterday if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe she ranked back up. Thank you for the follows. How do salmon run? They don't have legs? Good question. They really should not be doing that to us. Dio's asking important questions that would potentially make the game a lot easier if they just couldn't run. Have we considered that? Thank you for the follow. Mew, welcome in. I prefer COD. Wait, Mew, that's a good joke because since we're talking about video games, you could say like COD like Call of Duty or COD Fish. Was that your intentional joke? Because that's a good one. Can I stop accidentally clicking on Happy Pigs? I just want to click the truffle, please. Maybe I have to move the pig somehow. Wait, okay, there we go. Get out of here. Okay, finally. That was mildly frustrating. Kevin, welcome back. Not the Dalton. Not the full name for Dio. Tev. Tev is like TV. Boris, welcome in. How's it going? Oh wait, we need a blackberry? We need a blackberry? We need another sardine. Where did I catch the sardine again? That was in the ocean. So we'll go to the ocean to catch another sardine. I'm also gonna go to Krobus to gift him this mayo. And then hopefully become BFFs with him. I think it'll happen. I watch TV with Tev. I'm bad at first-person shooters. I would be abysmal at COD. I've only played Call of Duty Black Ops like for literally 20 minutes with my brother. And it was awful. And I got way too scared when there were zombies. Like, I was out. The first time I saw a zombie, I immediately walked away. Y'all, I got 10 hearts with Krobus. Let's freaking go. Is that everyone? Did I make 10 hearts with Caroline? Yes, I did. Wow, I have max hearts with everyone on Pelican Town. So now I just need to work on, oh, the dwarf. I forgot because we just recently submitted all the dwarf scrolls, so we can work on his friendship. Call me Dewey one more time. Boris, this game is going great. Stardew Valley is one of my favorite games, so I'm having a good time. I play Call of Duty on the Wii, the real gamer console. Is that a real thing? I remember my brother had Call of Duty for like his laptop when we were like, I don't know, when he was like 10. Is that a thing? I remember that actually very vividly because my mom is like very, 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 very anti-guns. Like she wouldn't even let my brother and I have water guns. And if she found out we had water guns, she would confiscate them. And my dad had to sneak the game to my brother for his birthday without my mom knowing. It's Marnie's birthday. Do we care though? 40 copper ores? I don't care. Okay, we got another blackberry, which is what we needed for the cobbler, I think. And now let's try to find a sardine. Krobus and Linus Protection Squad. Agreed. Agreed. Thank you for the follows. I thought max hearts with everyone meant 10. So I'm currently dating everyone on the island. Joey, I did that in my first Stardew save. If you should go to, when you get 10 hearts with everyone, you should go into the saloon at night. That's all I'm saying. Call of Duty on the Wii was so ahead of its time. You shook the Wii remote to melee? Did you really? Omer, welcome in. Yeah, it's a very relaxing game, I would say. Not Call of Duty. Stardew Valley. Although they are basically the same game. Don't tell her about Splatoon. I know. I do tell my parents because I play like Valorant as well. So I told them about that. And I say that it's funny because I was like, Mom, if you had let my brother and I play these shooter games when we were kids, we could have gotten professional. And then we could be like professional esports players. You really deprived us of that. So I tried to guilt her of that a little bit. It didn't work though. She was very confused about what esports is. Mew, not that curse who keeps throwing rocks at Linus's tent is gonna get their butt kicked by me. Who do we think that is? Who do we think is the person in town that throws rocks at Linus's tent? Trying to think. I bet it's Vincent. I bet it's Vincent. I don't want to get exposed. No, you should do it. I mean, he's already cracked at Valorant. I am not. I also don't even play anymore, really. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. How's everyone's Sunday? I'm just trying to catch a sardine. And then we can cook things. And then I need more recipes. Is there anywhere else I should go to be getting recipes? Because I watched the TV for the Queen of the Sauce. But are there other ways that I can get recipes? Splatoon is the new Valorant, yes. Splatoon is actually definitely harder than Valorant. Like, I'm not even kidding, it is. Like, I'm not high rank in Valorant, so that's probably the difference. But Splatoon, casually, is a lot more difficult than casual Valorant. Like, it sounds like a joke, but it's not. Yay, I got another sardine. Okay, let's go back and cook those things. And actually, before we go back home, we'll go to the mines. Because I think that's what we'll work on today, too, is more of the Monster Slayer achievement and gifting the dwarf things that he likes to work on our friendship with him. My laptop is being so slow because I'm installing like 15 mods to Stardew. Godspeed, Peachy. Best of luck. I hope it all works out. That's like whenever I open Sims on my MacBook, it sounds like it's an airplane about to take off. Like, let's calm down. It's just Sims. Although Sims is like a pretty heavy-duty game. Like, even for my PC, sometimes it's funky. Okay, what should I give to the dwarf? Amethyst? I think I actually have a lot of those from my memory. As memory serves me, I have a lot of those. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Here you go, dwarf. You're welcome. We have a heart with him. I don't think we did before. Amazing. Alright, now let's go back and we'll cook whatever we needed to with the blackberries and the sardines. Thank you for the follow. How similar is Splatoon to Knockout City? Tacit, I haven't heard of that game. But Splatoon is basically this game where it's like you're an inkling, that's your character. It's like a it's like a squid person combo, and the most casual version of the game is something called Turf War, where there's a map and your team has to like cover the map with the most amount of paint as possible. Like you're up against another 4-stack and they have their color of paint and you have your color, and your goal is to cover the map with your color of paint. And then there's like other ranked games as well. Yeah, and then there's Salmon Run, which is really fun. I've been super into Salmon Run recently. Mile, welcome in. How are you? And Tay, welcome in. How's it going? Oh, the saloon sells some recipes. Yeah, I don't know if I got any of those, Israri. Thank you. Befriending people and leads to them mailing you recipes. Okay, so I probably have all of those since I have like pretty high hearts with everyone. Hash browns. I need to make hash browns. How do I make hash browns? Here we go. And then hash browns and 2 sardines. Let me get the other sardine. Thank you for the follow. And let's see. Dish of the sea. I freaking love hash browns. Then what was the other thing? It was like a blackberry something. Tay, I hope you're doing well. It's paint? I thought it was ink. I've always called it paint. But I don't know. It could be either. Blackberry cobbler 1. Wait, I need 2 blackberries. That's why. There's the other one. There we go. Let's go. I'm actually curious of how much, because look how many dishes we've made. Like, that's a good amount. Should we go back to Ginger Island and see if it changed at all? I just like immediate feedback. Even though it was only this amount of food, I feel like that could have potentially done a lot. Maybe. Maybe. Let's go back. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see. I have a gaming laptop, but honestly, it's so bad it can just barely play high-res games like Slime Rancher and Mad Max, but it gets like 82 Celsius on average. Sheesh, that is hot. I'm an Octoling. Yeah, there's also Octolings. Oh, a laptop stand with fans. Does that help out a lot? Yeah, ranked is too much for me. Oh, I was too late. Okay, so what else can we do today? We can go to... Actually, I don't know. Because I already became friends. I already gifted. What else should I be working on? Crafting? I hate crafting. I don't want to craft. But I probably should. Maybe I'll just work on foraging, because there's like a lot of stuff around that I feel like I actually do need a lot of these corals and sea urchins too. So that's good. The map currently in rotation for Salmon Run, is it the same one that it was yesterday, Mixapple? Because I agree. There's so many grates in it. And it's so like narrow as well. I hate it. I haven't played Stardew Valley since July, but I'm on 96%. Mew, seriously? You need to get back into that. What do you have left to do? I need to play more Slime Rancher too. I really like Slime Rancher. I have Slime Rancher, but I've never played it. And I didn't realize it was first person point of view. So I feel like I would get motion sick, unfortunately. Are you playing on Mac? I am playing on PC. I did try to play Stardew and stream it when I was first starting out streaming, but my MacBook could like not handle streaming. And I wanted to build a PC anyways, so I did do that. And honestly, like as someone who loves Macs, I was very surprised of how much I actually love my PC. It helps a bit. It does cool my laptop down a bit, I think, or at least gives better airflow. And considering getting a gaming PC instead, that would be so exciting. There are some really good laptops, though. I think 4 to 5 more recipes. Oh, right, I was gonna go. Mew, you inadvertently reminded me to go to the saloon to see if there's recipes I can buy. 4 to 5 recipes to get and craft and 2 dishes to make. You got it. That's like nothing, Mew. I feel like you could do that so fast. Unless the recipes you have to do require some difficult things. Like, I know I have to get some fish from the submarine. Okay, it looks like I didn't see any recipes in there, so I guess we don't need any. Do you get motion sick from watching streams? I do. It is really upsetting because like there's so many people I want to watch just because they're my friends, but if they're streaming a first person point of view game, I won't be able to watch. But what I usually do is just like I minimize the player or I like pop out the chat so I can still listen. But I do get motion sick watching people play too, which just sucks. I think I'm just like really sensitive with that, but also like I've kind of always been like that. Like I get car sick really easily too, so it's not very surprising. Yeah, PC parts are really expensive lately too. Like they have been for years. You love Mac too? That works because your name is Mix Apple as well. I think I'm gonna start my farm over. I hate my farm, but I've already got... Wait, why do you hate it, April? What about it is bad? I should probably plant more crops tomorrow too. I think we shall add... And I think I need these coral for crafting. Why do I love alliteration so much? Like that's literally the only reason why I laughed just now is because I said coral for crafting. What is wrong with me? Okay, let's just sell everything. I don't think I need sea urchins. I really only needed the coral. That really sucks. At least you can listen. There goes my plan to only stream VR roller coaster games. Bishna, are you gonna start streaming? I mean, you're just like me for real. I get motion sick really easily. It's so frustrating because there's so many games I do want to play. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break to go to the bathroom. Thank you for the follow, Green Pavement. Welcome in. If y'all want to do your chai checks or your cheese checks, always an option. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. If y'all need to take a break, get a snack, go to the bathroom, get water, please do. And I'll be right back. I'll run an ad while I'm gone too, so hopefully that won't hit you later. All right, I'll be right back. Hello, I am back. How's everyone doing? Oh, we did some pee-pee poo-poo checks as well. How are we doing on that front? 78% pee-pee poo-poo? Izrari, please go to the bathroom before it's too late. Goat is 86% cheesy. Iswari is only 18% cheesy, so at least you're not having like a cheese emergency at the same time as a pee-pee poo-poo emergency. I chose Hilltop Farm because of the mining area, but the river literally takes up a fourth of the land. I have heard really bad things about, like, I wouldn't say really bad things, but challenging things about having a farm with a bunch of rivers in it. I've been on a treacherous journey. Max, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. All right. Do we just want to work on the monster slayers again? I don't think I really have anything else to work on, like, immediately, because I have to wait for certain seasons for the rest of the fish that I need. But how annoying. How annoying, because I feel like all we've been doing is going in the mines and slaying monsters. Thank you for the follow. Pee pee poo poo 98. Kevin, I feel like your pee pee poo poo is literally always high. I'm so scared of that for you. Alright, let's go to the mines. Just took a shower and trying to decide on what to have for breakfast. Ooh, what are the options? You know, when I woke up today, I was like, breakfast foods are an illusion. And I should just eat whatever I want for breakfast. And I had leftover Indian food. I was like, honestly, that sounds so good right now. And then I almost went to heat it up, and I was like, I can't. I can't eat Indian food at, I don't know, it was like 9 a.m. So then I just had some peanut butter toast. Also, before we go to the mines, I think I'll plant more fall crops, because I forgot I wanted to do that. Kat, welcome in. It's good to have you here. We have grapes. Did I need grapes? I feel like I did for something. Grapes, 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 grapes. For cooking? Let's see. Grape? Nope. For crafting? Wait, I do need... I already have a grape for crafting. I thought I needed it for something else, though. That's okay. Why is always the PPI? That's what I'm wondering. Maybe there's something wrong. No, you're okay. Surely. Why does my game keep freezing? I wonder if it's one of my mods doing that. They did surgery on a grape? Wait, what is that from, Trev? I remember that, but I don't remember what it's from. My mom said Leah's statues look like poop, and I was so offended. Honestly, some of her statues do not look like super impressive. I forget where I was, but I was in someone's stream where they were like, why does people's art go in a museum? Like, anyone can make that. And I thought that was so funny. They were saying it as a joke. It's a good joke, a great joke even. Because when you think about it, anyone really can do art, I guess. If you practice hard enough, maybe? Maybe. I don't know if everyone has the creative bone, though. Sunflowers. Let's keep some. Keep some, sell some, weep some, mail some. It's from them doing surgery on a grape. I'm confused. I'm not freezing your game, I promise. I more so meant my Stardew Valley mods, but actually when I took my bathroom break, I also checked my phone. And I did see that Kristen Freshroot, my mod, gifted me Trombone Champ on Steam. So thank you, Kristen. I am actually very excited to try that. I don't know if I would play on stream or not. Maybe on the It Gets Better stream, I'll play Potion Permit for a bit and Trombone Champ for a bit. But yeah, I don't remember. I know that I asked. Is that a new game? Elsa from Frozen in stream confirmed? Not clickbait? Should I change my stream title to that right now? It was just a meme that came from a headline that simply said they did surgery on a grape? Why don't I remember that? That's so funny. I really need all this food out of my pockets. But I don't want to sell them. I could probably eat some in the mines. So that's nice. but yeah, I don't want to sell them. Okay. Thank you for the follow. I want potion permit. Doesn't it look so cute, Mew? Like, I really love the concept. The concept sounded really cute. And then, when I rated Nina on Friday, they were playing it. And it just looks super cute. And, like, I love the art style, and I only saw like a tiny bit of gameplay because I knew I wanted to play it myself, so I didn't want to spoil myself too much with it. But I saw some like rhythm-esque things as well. I'm not sure if it was actually rhythm, but I liked it. Also, thank you for the follows. Wait, they actually did surgery on a grape? Well, headlines don't lie, right? Have you ever seen the news say anything false? Don't say yes. I'm proving a point. Yeah, there are a lot of cozy games. Like, I played Ooblets too, and Ooblets is super cute. Okay, I can buy... How many crops can I buy? 3. I think I have more sunflower seeds in my chest here. I do. So I can buy 3 crops. I think I'll buy more pumpkins. And we'll see what else. 3 crops, 24 each. What did they learn from the grape? Is the question. Do I need a bream? Do I need a bream to cook with? I don't think I do. There are a lot of cozy games, and I feel like there's just not enough time to play all of them. Like, even if I were to stream every single day, there wouldn't be enough time to, like, dedicate to all of them. And get into all of them. Just a fair warning, if you play Trombone Champ, I'm gonna be throwing it back the whole time, and if I get hurt, you will be liable. No. I'll have everyone sign a waiver that'll say that I'm not liable. Jedi, welcome in. Trying to do all my classwork for the next week today? Jedi, good luck. I wish I could do that. Is it because you're, like, going out of town or something, Jedi? Because I respect. I try to get all my work done early. And sometimes it goes really well, and sometimes it simply does not. Alright, 24 of these. I just remembered the trick, but actually I don't remember it. What else should I buy? Maybe some fairy seeds? I think I actually do need these. So we'll do that. And I don't know. Should be the last crop. Maybe some bok choy. I just like bok choy. Bok choy is fun to say, and also I love it in stir fry. It was just some showing off the robot precision. Oh, interesting. If you tried to send the link, Shady, I'm sorry that it didn't go through. No, I'm actually catching up. My time management this week has been horrid. I relate. I feel like my time management has been hard too. And then, like, whenever I am on top of things and I'm like watching TV or playing a game, I'm like, am I supposed to be doing something right now? And most likely I am. Bok choy is goated. I love bok choy. It is so good. It's the perfect amount of crunchy for a vegetable. And it's like, maybe not crunchy, but like snappy. You welcome in. I do not speak Spanish. This is an English only stream.
Hello, beautiful, speak Spanish.
Wait, yeah, bok choy is goated. I also love broccoli and stir fry. I feel like whenever I talk about bok choy, I just want stir fry. And I feel like broccoli is one of the best vegetables to put in stir fry because it like soaks up whatever you're cooking it with. And broccoli is also one of my favorite vegetables. Bok choy is so good. It's like onion lettuce, literally. That's a good way to describe it. but I feel like I always forget to buy it at the grocery store. And then when I'm playing Stardew, I'm like, I really need to buy some bok choy, and then I immediately forget. I feel like I'm that way with a lot of things, like especially car things, which reminds me my tire pressure is low, so I need to do that. And also I need to get my oil changed soon, but I feel like car things are so hard. Did I accidentally buy one too many of this? That's annoying. Did I? I guess so. That's very annoying of me. But I feel like whenever I go in my car and I see the oil change thing, I'm like, oh yeah, I need to get my oil changed soon. I should call them. And I see the tire pressure light. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to do that. And then as soon as I get out of my car when I get home, I immediately forget. And I tell myself not to forget each time, but I still do. I forget every time. Oh, Kristen, thank you for reminding me. Sterling, welcome in. How are you? It's good to see you. And Claire, welcome in. Broccoli, best vegetable. I've always loved broccoli. I didn't know that, like, you know how for a lot of, at least Western countries, Brussels sprouts are seen as gross. I didn't know that in other countries. I think it's like Japan. Like, if you've seen Inside Out, the movie, the Pixar movie, I guess in America, they put Brussels sprouts as a gross vegetable, but in Japan, they make it broccoli. And I'm like, but I love broccoli, and I've always loved broccoli. Ground pork with bok choy and shaved carrots with soy sauce and a little sugar over rice. That sounds so good. Yeah, I think I passed 8,000 last stream. I didn't realize until after 2. Thank you, Kevin. Wait, what am I doing here? I'm going to the mines. Claire, I am Frugy offering you broccoli. Broccoli being broccoli. Sterling, thank you for the host as well. Last day to host. So sad. So sad. I forget everything. Me too. Wait, let's check what monsters I actually need. I know I need like 10 million slimes. Not actually, but I do need like a couple hundred slimes. Oh, I only need 100 slimes. I think we did like 300 last stream. So maybe today we'll be able to kill 100 more slimes. And then we'll at least be done with the slimes. I feel like that one is so big. Yeah, I actually love Brussels sprouts too. Like air fried Brussels sprouts or even just roasted in the oven. I love Brussels sprouts. What's everyone's favorite vegetable? I also love peppers. I love peppers. Well, now, where are all the slimes? I just need 100 of them. Please. Oh, not you. Get out. There we go. There's a slime. Get out. I think my favorite vegetable is arugula. Arugula. That's such an interesting one because that's just a leafy green, isn't it? Like, how do you eat arugula? I find that interesting. Because it's just like, it's more of like an embellishment, isn't it? Or am I thinking of something else? I don't think I am. I think I'm right. Does potato count? Potato absolutely counts. Potato is actually probably my real favorite vegetable because I could eat potatoes in all forms whenever. I love potatoes. Broccoli and cauliflower are top tier. Ooh, I love cauliflower too. Are terrible for IBS, but worth it. That's me with my lactose intolerance and ice cream. My head hurts still, but I slept in as long as I could. Are you having a bad headache, Claire? Or are you feeling sick? You right. Arugula? I hardly know her. I don't know how well that one works, Joey. But I'll take it. Potatoes are goated. They really are. Asparagus. I love asparagus too. If you pronounce it weird, it sounds like you are casting a magical spell like asparagus. Like that? Like pronouncing it like that? Asparagus. I like asparagus a lot too. At the first college I went to, in the dining hall, for some reason they always had asparagus, and it was like the largest asparagus I've ever seen in my life. And you couldn't get just like a few pieces of asparagus. Like if you asked for asparagus, they would give you like 20 and they were humongous. It was very interesting. It was a miracle nobody ever said anything about how everyone's pee at that college smelled bad. Celerio, welcome in. Thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're all proud of Joey. But that joke was questionable, I would say. Corn and potatoes, honorable mention, broccoli, carrots, and spinach. I don't really like carrots that much. I do like spinach. And cherry tomatoes. I love cherry tomatoes too. I also have recently really been loving local tomatoes, because those ones actually taste good as opposed to like some just generic potatoes that are very watery, because I really hate tomatoes when they're watery. And I feel like bad tomatoes are like really bad tomatoes, but good tomatoes are really good. And neutral tomatoes are bad. Oh, I love broccoli rabe. I haven't had that in a really long time, but I have an uncle named Rob, and we sometimes call him broccoli Rob. I don't think there are any veggies I dislike. Well, besides tomatoes, I'm trying to think if I dislike any. Oh, beets? I don't think I've ever really eaten anything where beets were like the star of the dish, but I've always been scared to eat beets. Beets don't sound very good to me. Did you say loaf tomatoes? Probably. Oh, I said local. Local, maybe. I used to pack raw broccoli with me to school every day. I used to eat raw broccoli as a snack too. I hate beets. I think I can picture what they taste like, and it's just a bit too like strong for me. But some people love, I feel like people who like beets love beets. Because in high school, one of my friends' moms would put beets in everything. Like she would make, instead of a chocolate cake, it was supposed to be a chocolate cake, but it was like vegan, and it used beets instead. That always disturbed me. I feel like that shouldn't exist. Celery, peppers, arugula, rocket, mushrooms. Oh, I love mushrooms. Mushrooms are definitely up there on my list. I love mushrooms. Mushrooms are like the vegetable that I could put that on anything. Earthy flavor. Yeah, that's the way to describe it. Also, Power Babe, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Mew, you've hurt me in ways that I can't explain. Aww. Beets taste like dirt. Yeah, like earthy, rooty flavors, I would suppose. I think it's interesting that they're always used for like substitutes in like chocolate vegan things, like chocolate cake. I've seen that a lot. Like at cafes and stuff too. I'm gonna give this guy an amethyst. There you go. You're welcome. Are we best friends yet? Next in 82, that's fine. How are we with pickles? I love pickles. I love pickles. Claire, you hate mushrooms? Pickled beets are bomb. I like pickled vegetables in general, so maybe I should try those. Whenever I put mushrooms in something, I always put too many, and it doesn't leave much room for anything. Boo! Boo-hoo! Beets taste like a wet basement. So Trev has tasted a wet basement before. That's actually very interesting information. You know, we learn more about Trev every single day. It's what I'm learning. Something that I've learned is that you never stop learning about Trev. Personally. Okay, cool. I have so many geodes. Maybe I should start processing those. I don't know if I can, like, get anything from them for the museum. I think so. I don't know what I'm really missing from the museum, though. Thank you for the follow. I feel mushrooms don't have a lot of flavor, so it depends on the texture. Yeah, I really like the texture of mushrooms, but I can see why people wouldn't like the texture. Cucumbers I really like. Cucumbers are good. Cucumbers I feel like don't really taste like anything. So I feel like they're a good snack with like to dip in hummus. An explosion? Wait, what's the explosion? Where do I go for the explosion? Pickled jalapenos? Fried pickles are so good. Fried pickles are good. Is the horse a mod or do you get to ride one? You get to ride one, Fief. As long as you buy a stable from Robin, it automatically comes with a horse. I didn't know that either because like Marnie doesn't sell horses, but they automatically come with the stables. I'm sorry I make you learn things about me. Wait, what's the explosion? I hate peas. I don't mind peas, but when there's too many of them, I get kind of annoyed because I feel like they're difficult to eat. Celery also doesn't taste like much, but I love my crunchy water with hair in it. Ew, why do you have to describe it like that? I do like celery. I don't like when it's like too stringy though. I hate that. Like stringy celery is the worst, in my opinion. Sounds like you get peeved. Exactly. Hank, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. Not the crunchy water with hair. Like, I was down with the crunchy water part, too. But not the with hair. Gross. Cucumber salad is my favorite. I love cucumber salad. I agree. I also, in the summertime, really like watermelon salad. With, like, feta. That's really good. With feta cheese, watermelon. You gotta try it. It sounds kind of weird, but it's good. Thank you for the follow. Send them my way when I need them. I have therapists on speed dial. Crunchy water with floss in it? Trev, I'm gonna cry. I'm simply going to cry. It's just getting worse. It's getting worse, Trev, not better. I think that was a step down. I only like my crunchy water in the form of cucumber. Do you like pickles, Mew? I didn't see your answer. What's everyone's consensus on pickles? AKA, what are they called in the UK again? Oh shoot, I just was thinking gherkins, right? That's what people in the UK call them. Mel, welcome in. How are you? Mel, I was talking about earlier today Point Crow's Elden Ring stream, and I thought it was so funny that I saw both you and Arlie in that stream. And I was talking about how I just like couldn't look away. Wait, what's the explosion? It says there was an explosion in the night. Where do I go for that? Is there something on my farm or is that somewhere else? I only like the peas that come in the pod, like snow peas, but sugar peas are disgusting. I don't think I know the difference, to be honest. Speaking of crunchy water, small ice cubes give me serotonin. Isn't it true that if you crave chewing ice cubes, it means that you're iron deficient? I remember learning that, and I used to love chewing on ice cubes. And I was like, oh. I was like, oh, okay. Great. Cool. Whenever I see people I know in a stream, it makes me laugh. It's like seeing a friend across a crowded room, right? It's like going to like a concert and seeing someone you know, like on the other side of the audience. There should be something on your farm. Oh, really? For the explosion? Is it the alien thing? Let me look around more. I didn't do a good job of looking around, but I thought I did. I think the explosion is a meteor. Oh, there it is. There it is. You're right. Thanks, y'all. Means that a meteor has fallen on your farm. Pickaxe breaks it. Oh, cool. Maybe we'll go to Clint today before the Mines. Because I have a lot of geodes that could be processed. Max, thank you for lurking. Enjoy the football. It is football season, y'all. Those quarterbacks. Am I right? What about the tackles? Left tackle, am I right? Touchdown? I don't know any other football terms, I don't think. 1st and 10? Is that one? Meteor? I hardly know her. Boo! All this vegetable talk, Stardew said the stream needs to be Meteor. That was a good one. That was a good one, Bishna. Is it hard for y'all to think of puns, or do they come to you all naturally? That's a genuine question. Where were all those geodes? There's someplace weird. Oh, here they are. 67. I have 67 geodes to process. Clint. Clint, close down for the day. I need you. Just me. They are all good ones? Oh, yes, for sure. The big football. Yes, right. The big football is the championship. The big basketball when they win the overall basketball. That's called the NBA Finals, right? Actually, I feel like I don't actually remember what the real answer was. My brain legitimately works in puns. I have to actively hold them back. I remember when I was little, my dad said that the more puns you make, the higher your IQ. Now, first of all, I don't really believe in IQ. Because Kersey actually was the one to enlighten me that it was based in eugenics. But I feel like it's an interesting theory. I don't know if he was just saying that though, because my dad makes a lot of puns. Lilante, welcome in. Your dad sounds great. He makes a lot of dad jokes, so I feel like that was the main reason he said that. Okay, let me see if I can put any of these away. I don't really know what to do with most of these, to be honest. Yeah, NBA Finals is when big basketball. Okay, cool. I'm learning sports. I'm learning sports. Y'all want to know a funny story? Is that when my mom was in high school, she had wanted to play basketball. She thought it would be really fun to play basketball, so she went out for the basketball team. She did tryouts. And the coach pulled her aside and told her, you know, I think you would be a really great cheerleader instead. Isn't that sad? He is Wii Sports King. That's very true. The only sport I enjoy watching is basketball. Woo, basketball! I feel like basketball is actually pretty enjoyable to watch because it's faster paced than something like football or baseball. I did enjoy watching baseball when I played softball in college. Or not college, high school. I feel like since I was playing a similar sport, it kind of made it more enjoyable to watch baseball. But yeah, other than that, I don't really enjoy watching too many sports. It's actually harder for me to rapid fire puns while talking because I feel like I have to use the speech part of my brain. Oh, that's interesting. Emmy's mom. Football puts me to sleep. I don't understand football at all. My brother played football in high school, and I would go to his games because, like, he played for our high school, so it was a pretty big thing to go to and watch and support. But I would have no idea what's going on at all. Like, at all. I can't tell you what football is about. Thank you for the follow, Shady. Cricket makes my brain cells deflate. I don't think I've ever seen cricket actually be played. Like, at all. Have you heard of rugby? I have heard of rugby. There's actually, like, a pretty big rugby team at the college that I currently go to. Like, a lot of people are from Ireland in my school. And I think that's cool. I don't know how rugby is played either, though. I think it's, like, pretty similar to football, but I heard it's, like, a lot more dangerous because you don't wear helmets, right? Like, that's terrifying. Isn't that, like, very not good for you? Because people in football already get concussions and they wear helmets. Also, Corey, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. If you like baseball, then I will learn to like baseball. I would rather watch an actual cricket insect rub its legs together for 2 hours than watch cricket. That's funny, Mew. That says a lot, actually. Roller derby is fun to play and watch. Roller derby is like on roller skates, right? I don't actually know. What do you do in roller derby? I think I knew someone who did roller derby, but I actually understand what it is. Like, do you like skate around and push people over? Because that's what I'm envisioning. Football just makes me sad now because of the concussion stuff, but I lost interest. Yeah, I think it's really sad because of concussions and like, especially because I know when I was in high school, like even from like soccer and lacrosse, like a bunch of my classmates got concussions and like, we think concussions are so like, oh yeah, she got a concussion, you know, like it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal and it actually can have like really bad lasting side effects, and I think it's like messed up that we don't really acknowledge that or like give people time to rest, I suppose. Bellu, welcome in. If you could keep chat to English only, please, that would be great. And Avery, welcome in. Roller derby, I hardly know. Y'all are too much. That is simply too much. Avery, how's it going? Football and baseball are my favorite sports to watch. I like basketball and soccer. I like soccer because I understand it. So that's nice. I didn't know I never donated that. That's cool. Hopefully I donated everything that's already in my chest. Can I see that? I don't know if I can see that. Like in here. But that's okay. Do you think the dwarf wants to... Yeah, he wants his helm. I'll go give it to him. And then we'll go to the mines. Let's go. Sandwich, welcome in. How are you doing today? The part of you that is the totality of your personality and the personhood accidentally bumped into the inside of your skull. Yeah, like I have a friend who got a concussion and then she had like major like neurological problems for like 2 years or something. And also none of the doctors believed her for a really long time. That's like actually a big issue. I don't know if it's the same in other countries, but I know in the United States, it's a really big issue for femme presenting people to get doctors to believe them. Like, especially when it comes to like a lot of times stuff like ovarian cysts are overlooked because a lot of doctors will be like, oh, that's just normal like period cramps. And they're just told to like live with it. It really sucks. It's scary. Okay, let's give him his helm. And then, aw, I already gave him something. Man, my inventory is stressing me out. I don't know what to do about it, though. I feel like maybe I should just sell everything that's in here. Because it's not like I'm ever really gonna eat these foods. So, sell. Sell, 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 sell. And then, let's go here. Here, put that away. And that away. Yay. Sybil, welcome in. Thank you for the ticket. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. Will I get in trouble if I go full Spanish? Well, because of moderation purposes, Juan, we do keep it English only. Honestly, I'm not even fluent in Spanish either. But I think only 2 of my mods are fluent in Spanish, so it wouldn't really be fair to them. Did you know that dwarves shed their helmets and regrow them? Ew. That's gross. My friend developed an anxiety disorder from a concussion. Whoa. That's really... Yeah, that's wild. And then, like, we just, like, motivate children to get into sports like football. And they're really dangerous. Sybil, thank you for hosting as well. I can't believe it's the last day to host. I wonder if it really is. Like, I know Twitch said that it is, but what if it takes a few days? Yeah, I got a concussion playing baseball. Really, Go? I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. The history of that stuff is wild. Doctors just straight up assume that if a woman came in with a headache, it was because, yeah, right, or like that she's hysteric or something. Right. It's wild. It's really upsetting. I think I saw Mew say something too. Oh god. The medical term for concussion is literally minor traumatic brain injury, right? Like, I feel like we're all so jaded to it for some reason. Oops. You've had a couple concussions, Dio? Really? Explains a lot. I'm sorry. That's so scary. That's so scary. Yeah, I mean, I was too much of a weenie for sports like that. And the sports that I did play, I didn't actually play. Like, I played softball, but I was benched for my attitude. So I never actually played. But it all worked out because I never put myself in danger. Prismatic shard, let's go. That's one of my favorite stories to share, is how in high school I did play softball, but I was benched for my poor attitude. Don't even get me started on the history of hysteria, right? It's really interesting though, because it's like, I think it's where a lot of gender stereotypes began. Which is like so sad to think about, like how ingrained they are. I played/play hockey and soccer. Oh my god, hockey is so brutal to watch. Like terrifying. I had a lot of cousins that played hockey, and I would be so scared going to their games. Like, you would literally watch them be slammed up against the glass wall. I remember that used to freak me out so much because I have like a lot of cousins that are like, I don't know, like 7-ish years older than me. So when they were in high school, I was still just like a kid. So when they were doing that, I was just like watching like, oh my god. Thank you for the follow. We don't hit in my league, so it's not as bad. Sybil, I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad that you're doing okay. They say softball is more dangerous because of the volume of the bigger ball. Interesting. That's actually so interesting. I also think I played lacrosse very briefly, and I always found it interesting that in men's lacrosse, they wear like real helmets. Like, they look like football helmets. But in women's lacrosse, the only people that wear helmets are goalies. Everyone else just wears goggles. And a mouth guard. Kind of scary. Oh my god, look at all these slimes. Let me murder you. This is perfect. I need like a little bit under 100 now to kill. Do we think we can do that today? Maybe. Probably not. We'll probably make a lot of progress though. Did you know that hurricanes with female names? I did know that, Noelle. That's so interesting. Wait, I didn't know that was the reason though. I knew the statistic that they killed, like, more people, but I didn't know that was why. That's fascinating. I was a figure skater growing up and loved watching hockey, but hated when the players would walk by me in the rink because I smelled so bad. I remember that too. My cousin's hockey gear, like, his hockey bag, smelled so rank. Like, awful. Very bad. At least they're pushing for more flag football, are they? That's good to know. I haven't really like paid attention to those kind of conversations, but that's actually really, really good. Rugby and boxing terrify me. Yeah, boxing's scary too. I could never. Or like wrestling. My brother did wrestling as well in high school, and he like messed up his shoulder. I mean, he was in high school. Let's freaking go! I did that. I did something. I don't know who that was for. It wasn't for the slimes. But he messed up his shoulder. He was in high school in like 2007. Like, that's when he first started wrestling. And he messed up his shoulder. I remember he got like cauliflower ear and like just other things because it's such a close contact sport. His shoulder, he's, oh god, how old is he now? My brother's like 29 now and his shoulder is still messed up. And he was in high school when he was 14. So 15 years ago. Wild. So wild. Lazy Melon, welcome in. How are you? It's good to see you. They will get 8 concussions from me each. Oh my. Yeah, Kevin, I saw that you said that. There's this boxer I watched a doc on, and he literally got paralyzed oh my god. See, I always wonder, like, what inspires people to get into those kind of sports? Especially something like boxing. Like, that's scary. I simply could never. I always thought it would be cool to do like, boxing classes. Like, with a punching bag or something. And I think self-defense is really important. Like, I took karate classes when I was younger, but it's not like I went up against other people. I just went up against, like, my teacher with his boxing or karate pad things. And thank you for the follow, Lazy Melon. It's good to have you here. And, like, you know, boards and stuff, not other people like boxing is. But yeah, I always wonder, like, because I could never. I could never imagine that. Boxer, I hardly know her. Get out, Trev. Metaphor, thank you for the follow as well. And Sans as well. Thank you for the follows today. And M, welcome in. Thank you so much. Isn't it reminiscent of Steve from Blue's Clues? Because I didn't realize that when I got it. But then I put it on today. I was like, oh my god. Wait, what's the male song from Blue's Clues? Mail time, like, when I get mail, something about wailing. Something about wailing in that song. Mail. It is, I love it. Thank you, Ev. Thank you, Vishna. I like stripes a lot. I have to, like, actively stop myself from buying too many striped patterns. Because I love wearing stripes. Here's a mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail mail. What a guy. What a guy. What an absolute bop. It makes me want to wag my tail. So wholesome. We just got a letter. Wait, so are there two? Wait, there's 2 male songs? So which one did he sing first? Did he sing the male song first and then he sits down and then he goes, we just got a letter immediately after? Because I remember both of those songs, but I don't remember the order of them or if he did both all the time. I wonder who it's from. Yeah, I think so. What a guy. What an absolute legend for doing both of those songs right after each other. I wonder if they like just couldn't decide on which song was better and they were like, do both. You know, just do both. And the kids will love it. And so we did. We ate it up. He served and we ate. There are at least two male songs. Oh, I didn't realize the ladder was here the whole time. I was looking for it, but now it's kind of too late. We cut nothing, do both. Emmy producer era. Blue's Clues was more of a musical. What other songs did they have? I don't know if Blue Skidoo would count, but I really liked Blue Skidoo. We can too. It's more of like a jingle. It's called Blue's Clues. Do you know who I miss? Clifford the Big Red Dog. Mew, I saw this tweet the other day that was like, I'm gonna say it, people wouldn't care about Clifford if he wasn't big. Like, they were saying that if Clifford was just a red dog and not also big, nobody would care. And I was like, oh my god, I would care. I used to love Clifford though. Like the story of Clifford too. I think the girl's name was Emily. Probably. Everyone's name was Emily. Back in those shows. And and she goes to adopt a dog, and it looks like a really nice puppy. Like he was actually the runt of his litter, and then he got as big as his house. I've never heard of that. I would care. I would also care. Must be American only. Oh my god. Do I adopt another baby with Leah? I'm actually surprised it doesn't cost me any money to do that. It's Clifford in a ghost costume season? Yes! So cute. Are we ignoring the fact that he's red? Clifford the big red dog. Clifford the red dog. Tiger, welcome in. How are you? I care more about baby Clifford than big Clifford. Me too. Baby Clifford is so cute. Joey, have a fun time with your sports. So embarrassing to be an Emily at that time. No, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But was it embarrassing, Em? Oh, it was Emily Elizabeth. Yes, that was it. No, I'm leaving her for Krobus, am I? Hashtag no more kids. Tony, welcome in. Thank you for the ticket. Clifford the red flag. I'll say not now. Clifford the big red flag. That's funny. That's a good meme, Mew. Oh my god, I feel like that would be such a banger tweet, Mew. Like a picture of Clifford the big red dog, and then saying like me pretending that I can't see their red flags, and it's just Emily Elizabeth looking out her window to her very large dog. That would be funny. Something like that. You could workshop it, Mew. I bet you can make a banger tweet out of that. Okay, welcome in. How are you doing today? And Noelle, thank you for lurking. I appreciate it. Everyone was just named Emily. I always had to have some kind of nickname. I remember that. I had a few friends named Emily. And... oh, crab cakes. Do I have crab? I feel like I do. Yes, I do. I remember that, and I had, like, called one Emily friend Lily. The other one was, like, Eminem. And then the other one was like M and Emily. Like we had a bunch of Emilys. Benja Frog, welcome in. Thank you for the ticket. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. Where are these so-called crab cakes? I wish they did it in like some sort of order where the new recipes I got were at the end, but they don't do it that way. I know what crab cakes look like though. So maybe I can just see it. I hate having to like hover over all of them. Oh wait, here they are. Crab, egg. Egg is the one thing I need. Good thing I have an entire egg. Egg, what's it called? Chest. Crab cakes, let's freaking go. Another recipe. Cracked. People should be scared of me for how good I am at cooking in this game. That's all I'm saying. Y'all should be actually a little bit scared. Gatin, welcome in. How are you? Happy Sunday. Yeah, that's the origin story of just M for me. Do you like going by M? It's really interesting because, like, I'm Emmy, and I like being called Emmy, but for some reason, a lot of people in my life try to call me M, and I'm like, that's not my name. But I think people just try to give me that nickname, like, as a form of, like, familiarity or, like, endearment or whatever. But I don't like it. I like just being called Emmy. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I should show Gordon Ramsay this stream. I had no idea how these coffee beans would grow so much. I just sold 78,000 in triple espresso. Wait, why is that FML? You sound rich to me. That seems like opposite of FML. What is the opposite of FML? HYML? AKA heck yeah my life? Or it could just be F yeah ML. That's an option too. Flippy, welcome in. How are you? It's good to see you. Eminem was in your class. It was like M&M, like the candy. instead of Eminem the rapper. I keep seeing these TikToks about how apparently artists, like musicians with the same moon sign as you probably connect with more. And I was like, oh, cool. What's my playlist? So this person on TikTok made a playlist for every moon sign. And I opened my playlist and it was like Britney Spears and Eminem. And I'm like, yes, obviously I like Britney Spears. But I was looking for like, you know, some sort of like soul connection in the playlist. And instead I see like, Oops, I Did It Again and The Real Slim Shady. And I'm like, what does this mean? Is that me? And I know Celeste is here too. Celeste is a huge Britney fan. And I wonder, Celeste, are you an Aquarius moon? Because that would be cool. LML? Yeah, LML. Maybe, is that an actual acronym? Because that sounds super familiar. Also, thank you for the follow. Oh, it's so much upkeep. Yeah, okay, I get that. You can also have more than one fridge and put it in the kitchen? Wait, really, Celeste? I didn't know that. Maybe I should... Do I buy that from Robin? I'll check. I am, but I'm a Pisces moon? Aw. That's close to Aquarius. Woke up with my head spinning, but I'm laying down. Is it vertigo, Flippy? Because I get vertigo sometimes. And I really hate it. I hate getting vertigo. Oh, a mini fridge. Is that it? Or can I get a big fridge? Another recipe. Sweet. Let's get the mini fridge. And then... I don't really feel like crafting today. I feel like I have to organize that, which I'll probably do off stream. But let's put the mini fridge in there. Yeah, I hope you feel better, Flippy. I hope it's nothing too bad. I have no idea. It sounds like it is one bestie. If not, it is now. I've decided. Thank you for the follow. Y'all, I feel like I have so much work to do this week, and I don't know how much I'll do of any of it. But that's okay. Okay, let's pull from my egg bin, because this is actually... Wait, now why is cloth in my egg bin? These are all more ingredients. Which maybe I should instead just pull the ingredients and not egg, so then egg can continue to be called egg. You know what I mean? Let's do that. I feel like I also have way too many carp in here. Is it just me? Or is there way too much carp? Mini fridge? Mini fridge is actually pretty large. Large fridge, more like it. It's like a clown car. It's larger on the inside than what appears on the outside. Am I right? I think it's from pushing myself too hard yesterday, honestly. Aw, Flippy, I hope you get some rest today then. Yeah, stay hydrated and horizontal. That's what I always say. The two H's. The two H's are always good. We gotta stand the two H's. Okay, everything except for milk and egg. I think I actually should be able to fit most things in there. If not all. Yeah, let's freaking go, gamers. Look at that. Organization. Celeste, you're amazing. Thank you for giving me that tip. You are one of the best people I ever have known. For real, though. Because if y'all don't... Why is my toddler so fast? He's terrifying. If y'all don't know Celeste, you should, and she's a great streamer. I just saw that TikTok about music signs. Me running to find your moon sign. What's your moon sign again, Kristen? I think it's Virgo. I'm so jealous of people who have that. Oh, a mini fridge. Yeah, I remember in the summer I was like really about to get a mini fridge for this room. I can now since it's getting cooler. The only reason I didn't get one for this room is because I ended up getting an air conditioner unit instead, which is like actually a lot more useful in the summer. But now that it's getting cold out and I don't need my AC anymore, what if I get a cheeky little mini fridge? What if? And then during streams, I can actually have snacks. Not that I like can't go downstairs to get a snack, but I always feel like it's a big thing if I have to go downstairs to get a snack. Like I feel like in reality that'll take like a minute, but in my mind I'm like that'll be like 10 minutes BRB screen. And I have to like make myself take breaks as is. Oh wait, let's see what the I can't see yet. I wish the Adventurers Guild didn't have to wait until 2 p.m. to open. It's really annoying. Because we got an achievement and I wanted to see what monster that was for. Emmy, you are too kind. No, Celeste, you deserve it. I hope you're having a good Sunday. Can verify that mini fridge is a game changer. I used to be on like mini fridge TikTok as well, which I loved. Like there are so many like that's the closest to ASMR I will ever enjoy. I guess it does kind of qualify as ASMR. It's just like people, they're not talking, they're just stacking their mini fridge, and the sounds of the things going in the spots that they put them are just amazing to me, and they always organize them so well and they look so aesthetically pleasing. It's lovely. I found mine and it's pretty accurate. It had Doja Cat, Lizzo, and Nicki Minaj. Wait, that's actually what a goated moon sign to share. Kind of jealous of that. Not even gonna lie. I am quite jealous of that. Mine was, I mean, Britney Spears is a cool person to share a moon sign with. Do y'all share a birthday with anyone? Like anyone famous that you know? I think I share a birthday with Cher. Last time I checked, let me look it up. Cher birthday. Yeah, I do. May 20th. Her birthday is the same day as mine. I guess my birthday is the same day as hers because she was born first, but whatever. I also did not realize Cher was that age. I didn't realize she was born in 1946. That's bonkers. I share a birthday with Jesus. He's kind of famous, I guess. Wait, Israri, is that Christmas? Or like, I know some people are like, his actual birthday is in the spring. But I'm guessing you mean Christmas, because I don't think anyone knows like his actual like spring birthday. I share a birthday with Michael Jackson. That's pretty cool. Tobey Maguire and Morgan Freeman? Whoa, 2 people. I'm sure I think I share with more people, but I don't remember. Cher was like the biggest one that I remembered. Trippie Redd, Josh Dunn, Blake Shelton, and Paul McCartney. Mew, that is so many people. Christmas, yeah. Wow. Did you like having your birthday on Christmas? I don't know if you celebrate Christmas. I share a birthday with John Cena. Dude, Fief. It all makes so much sense. I was always wondering whenever I see Fief's name, why in my head I hear do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm just kidding, that doesn't actually happen, but imagine it did. Phantom, welcome in. How's it going? Teresa Palmer? The only person I share a birthday with is Hillary Clinton and Yuta from what's NCT? I don't know what that stands for. Wait, who did I just like complete? Was it the rock crabs? Maybe. Man, I have to go back to the skull caverns and the volcano. 922? Oh my god, we can get 70 more slimes. Oh, it was definitely the crabs because I got the crab shell ring. We can definitely get 70 something slimes, right? I think we can do it today. I bet. However, we are on low health. I didn't realize that. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. And Gigi Hadid? I don't know how her name is pronounced. And thank you for hanging out. Please enjoy your time at Trader Joe's. I hope you get all the good seasonal things. Get the butternut squash mac and cheese. If it's on the shelf, you need to get it, Em. But thank you for hanging out. Oh, it's a K-pop group? Oh, I know I've heard Yuta. Is there only one person named Yuta? I don't know if I'm like pronouncing that the right way. Is there only one popular person right now in K-pop named Yuta? Because I know I've heard like Kirsty talk about someone named that. I don't think I know anyone else that was born on my birthday, but I do remember learning that George Washington died on my birthday. So that's kind of interesting. I think it was him. I could be wrong though. Khloe Kardashian? Oh my god, what a popular birthday. I grew up in a Muslim household, so I didn't even know Christmas was a thing until I started school. I was mad when I found out. Apparently my mom let me believe that. Oh, wait, that's kind of sweet. Oh, that's sweet. To grow up being like, wow, everyone's celebrating my birthday? But then when you learned, you were probably like, Mom, why didn't you tell me? Yeah, Gigi Hadid, that's interesting. I feel like people don't like her anymore, but people used to be really obsessed with her. I just see like, oh my god, I've been seeing a lot of TikToks making fun of Hailey Bieber. I haven't seen her original like TikTok or whatever it was. I don't know if it was like a YouTube video, but I guess she claimed to have started this trend that people of color have actually been doing for quite a long time, where it's like putting on a brown lip liner and like just like a clear gloss, I think it is, and she's like, it's like a brownie something. I don't remember what she called it. It was brownie something. And everyone's like, girl, like people of color have been doing that. Why is Emmy beating up tiny gray blobs? Because I must. I must in order to 100% the game. I honestly think the slimes are kind of cute. The slimes are cute. I don't think any other monsters are cute though. Nova, welcome in. Thank you for the ticket. I'm so showered right now. What an accomplishment. Nice shop. Nice shop. All the Mexican with the brown lip liner, literally Flippy. I feel like so many celebrities do that, and it's just like, like actually they've been using brown lip liner because it looks closer to skin tone. Miles, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. How's it going? Thank you so much, of course. Great job today. Great job, everyone. I don't know what specifically everyone's doing today or have done so far, but congratulations. Everyone's doing great today. And I sincerely need you to know that. You're killing it out there. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm sure everyone's doing great. Chillin', just woke up? What time zone are you in? God, what time is it here? 1? Okay. So maybe you're like Pacific Standard Time? I am wondering if I can have a nap sometime today or this week. Oh, you're in California. Okay, I thought so. That makes sense. Honestly, I needed that. It was sort of an accomplishment. Yeah, I'm for real. I know I sometimes sound sarcastic with a lot of things too, but you should be celebrating, you know, what a lot of people think to be small accomplishments in a day. Those ought to be celebrated. Mischievous, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. I needed that too. Grad school has been an absolute nightmare. Mel, what are you studying? I feel like school is really picking up for me too right now, so I can relate. Although it's also like the quiet before the storm. I think I have a fall break coming up. Yes, I do. It's next week. My fall break is next week. And I'm so excited. It's actually only, I think it only gives me like 1 extra day off that I normally have. But I'm hoping that like my professors don't assign a ton of work to do during them so that it feels like an actual break. I know that most I know more than most the jokes can come from a real place too. Very true as well. I'm studying social work. I'm gonna be a therapist. That's amazing, Mel. Good for you. It's very important stuff. I'm alright, how are you? I'm doing pretty great. Thank you for asking. We're just trying to work on the Monster Slayer achievement now. Trying to get some slimes. But I think I have I think it was like 70 something more slimes to kill, which honestly isn't bad. On Friday, it was like 300 more or something like that. So we've definitely made strides, but it feels very slow and it feels like all the monsters I'm seeing are not slimes. Fall break is not a full week. No, I wish. I mean, they only give us one extra day off for Thanksgiving too. I feel like breaks are not a thing anymore. Goku, welcome in. Thank you so much for subbing for 8 months as well. Goku, how are you doing today? It's good to see you. Better, you're studying social work too. That's amazing. Love that. Are you by far the most popular game mode in Halo multiplayer? Because you are Slayer. I wish I understood that more. I did used to play Halo sometimes, but I honestly don't remember which version I played. It was on the Xbox 360. In case there's only one for Xbox 360, it was that one. See, I could go down that ladder, or I could keep going because I see that there's one slime there. Or I need to go to bed because it's 1 a.m. I think that option. I think we need to go to bed. Goku, thank you again so much for resolving. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a great day. Sam, I'm ready to be done. I am so ready to be done with school. I do graduate in the spring, but that's so far away. You have scared the slimes and they're hiding now. While I agree that they should be scared, what if like just a bunch of them came out so I could massacre them all? I should also go to the Secret Woods, I'm thinking, for both the hardwood and the slimes that are there. So I think we'll start doing that as well. We'll begin the day by going to the Secret Woods, and then we'll go to the mines. That sounds like a very fleshed out? I don't know what the word is. Prepared day for me. Sell, and then did I have any room in here? Nope. So in here, there we go. It was a really good joke. Arguably better than the Santa one. Depends on context. I have a day off from school. Oh my god, Patty gave birth to a baby cow? Alright, what should we name our baby cow? What were we talking about today? I don't know. Maybe just Slayer? That's pretty hardcore. I have a day off from school on Wednesday. I'm still tutoring, but so excited. Heart, that is exciting. I hope you have a great day off. I technically always have days off on Monday and Tuesday. I don't have classes then, but I still do a lot of work then. Like schoolwork and stuff too. So that's why I'm hoping that my fall break, like my professors don't actually give us more work. Because I feel like a lot of professors are like, oh, you have more time outside of school, here's more homework. And it's like, please just let us have a break. Please, sir. What is it? Oliver Twist? Please, sir. Spare you any real break. Who are you married to? I'm married to Leah. Flippy, I'll be real, it confused me so much when you first typed LFL. I was like, what does that stand for again? And then I remembered when you changed it. LML. Love my life. Love my life. But now it sounds so sarcastic. Love my life. Live, laugh, love my life. LL LML. That's the new abbreviation we got going. Acronym. Looking for love. Slay. Our new cow is named Slay. Slayer. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Sell all these grapes. I find it interesting that grapes is something that like is a crop, but also is forageable. Right? Grapes are forageable, right? I'm not making that up. When is my new baby dino gonna be born? Is the question. And a very important question at that. Like, in fact, the most important question that I need answered. Good thing I can see. Let's see. Nope. 17 hours? Oh, so soon. So soon. Got any grapes? That duck song is so great. And it gets stuck in my head a lot. Oh my god, yesterday in Kirsty's stream, we started talking about 2005 Jonas Brothers. Did anybody listen to their very early on songs? Because I remember I first discovered the Jonas Brothers on MySpace. And so I remember songs that, like, I guess it's before they were bought by Disney. So, God, one of them was called Mandy. And that was the one that I really liked. And I Am What I Am, I think, was another one. Which is funny. Oh, I thought this was a yam. Never mind. I was gonna make a I Am What I Am joke. Thank you for the follow. Probably so scummy of the teachers, too, because they give the same homework every year, so it's not for them to make. Wait, how do you mean? Well, in college, at least, it is different stuff every year. It's a Bobby slapper for sure. Did you listen to the scenes from an Italian restaurant? Is that a song by the Jonas Brothers? Because I've never heard of that. Rachel, welcome in. Thank you for the ticket. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. Oh my god, remember when I made a plan to go to the secret woods and then the mines and I almost forgot? At least we didn't get too far. That was a close one. I literally left my farm. Oh, it's Billy Joel. Oh yeah, I haven't really listened to Billy Joel. I listened to Mandy for you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Mandy by the Joe Bros. Bop. Honestly, they should have won awards for that. Oh, yeah, I guess so, Kevin. Alright. Good thing there's always slimes here. That's kind of nice, but there's really not that many. It's literally like whenever I need a certain monster, I can't find them. But that's okay. We're making do. Gonna go cry while listening to Vienna. Fair enough. I'm sorry to disappoint. I apologize. Imagine writing a love song for a girl with your two brothers. Rachel, that's so funny. That is a funny concept. Like, hey, like imagine the conversation. Like one of the Joe Bros are like, hey, I really want to make a song about this girl. And then they're like, okay. And then they're like, what do you like about her? Like, I would be cringing too much to be able to do anything like that. Very interesting. Kirsty's Mandy rendition was Chef's Kiss. It truly was. I'm so glad that we all got to experience that. It was so good. Gonna listen to Blonde Over Blue for funsies? You know what? I'm glad. I feel like making music, I mean, I'm not a musician, but I feel like writing lyrics would be so embarrassing. Because, like, they're so personal. And I feel like unless it's a good song, I would be embarrassed. Because it's like almost like sharing your diary. Unless you don't make songs like that, I suppose. My dog would not get out of the way, so we had to go around. Didn't Joe and Nick sometimes date the same person too? Is that true? I don't know. I've never heard that. I know that Joe is married to That one girl from Game of Thrones with red hair. Sophie Turner. Sophie Turner. Right? That's her name, right? I think that's her name. Is Nick Jonas dating / married to anyone? I know that he one time dated Taylor Swift. And I remember that being like such an iconic couple. Kristen, welcome in. Thank you for the ticket. Kristen, how was your move? Are you all moved and settled in? It's good to see you. No need to be embarrassed. I'm so sad I wasn't there for that stream. Well, there's a clip of it, Flippy. Good thing I only write hits. I like Christopher. Why can't I walk? Walk in, put my pants on one leg at a time, and make gold records. Same. Big same. Nick is married? Who's Nick married to? Oh, Priyanka Chopra. Oh, I didn't know that. I had no idea. When did they get married? He had a gorgeous wedding? Was it recently? Wow, I had no idea. Good for him. Is Kevin also married? I just kind of assumed that he was because he's the oldest one. But it's not actually a logical argument. Miles, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. Thank you. No, a couple years ago? Was that a clip? So I apologize if it was a clip, Goat, but it won't let you post it. A diamond? Why did that slime have a diamond? Were they gonna propose to the other slime and I just ruined it? That actually almost makes me feel bad. Almost. Dry nuggies? Wait, I really need chicken nuggies today. I need them. Kevin's been married since 2009. Okay, that's what I thought, I guess. So strange. There was a reality show with Kevin and his wife. Who's his wife? Is she famous as well? Or no? Let me make sure there's no slimes up here. Anonymous, thank you for the gifted sub to Bread. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Nick got married in 2018? Oh wow, that's like not very recent. Yeah, dry nuggies are good. Why are these slimes like wild? They're actually trying to fight me instead of just sitting there and letting me kill them. It's kind of rude. Kind of rude if you ask me. Like if somebody's coming over and holding a galaxy sword, like just accept your fate. They're trying to get a Monster Slayer achievement. You just should die. Just make it easy for them. Also, those like gray and brown, slimes count for the achievement, right? Because if they don't, I will cry. I think they do because like the achievement progress doesn't say green slimes, it just says slimes. So surely they would. Did you crush on any of the Jonas Brothers? Yeah, I liked Joe. I was a Joe girl. And I kind of liked Nick, but like not as much as Joe. I feel like all the emo girls liked Joe. What about y'all? Which Joe bro was your favorite? Kevin and the youngest Jonas brother, Frankie's, currently hosts a game show? Wait, really? I had no idea. That's so interesting. I was a Joe girl. Let's go, Rachel. I was a Nick girl? I feel like a lot of people liked either Nick or Joe, and then nobody liked Kevin. Like, if you were a Kevin girl, I'm not gonna make fun of you, or Kevin person. If you were a Kevin person, tell me why. We're not gonna judge. This is a safe space, but I just want to know why. I got in a fight with my friend because she really thought they were gonna get married. No way, Rachel. That's so funny. None of them really mischievous? Did you not even listen to them? Or did you listen to them but like not really get into them? Eugene. I like Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato was good. Demi Lovato was like so edgy for the time as well. It was like, oh my god, she's like a Disney girl, but like doing something different. Ain't nothing but a heartache. I don't like Kevin, but if I did, I feel like I would be no. No. Here's a safe space. Y'all can come forward if you liked Kevin. It's okay. Eugene doesn't do music, he sells insurance. Is Eugene an actual Jonas brother name? Because I thought there was only 4. I don't think Frankie does music. I know that Frankie was a voice actor in Ponyo, though. He was Sosuke. Right? The main character's name is Sosuke? He was the kid. He was the kid in Ponyo. Which is kind of cool. She was so edgy. Who wears Converse with my dresses? Wait, what's the line about that? Who cares if I can't Converse with my dress? Something. I'm just absolutely butchering songs today. You can't say tell me why and not expect that. No, I promise. I promise I won't make fun of anyone who was a Kevin Jonas fan. Promise. We don't talk about the 5th Jonas. Sad. It's like we don't talk about Bruno, but instead we don't talk about Eugene. Imagine if there was a Jonas brother named Eugene. I love that song. Frankie's TikToks are so funny, are they? I don't think I've ever seen them. I did see, I think it was Joe Jonas or Nick Jonas. I think it was Joe Jonas. He did a TikTok with John Stamos. And I was like, this is iconic. I was like, this is what I downloaded this godforsaken app for. Demi Lovato's relationship with Joe was toxic? Aw, that's sad to hear. Who said I can't wear my Converse with my dress? Well, baby, that's just me. What an icon. What an icon, what a song. A revolutionary song. Joe's covers on TikTok have been slapping. He's doing covers. Man, y'all are on a better TikTok than me. What TikTok am I currently on? I'm on, like, aw, I missed it. I'm on cute dogs, funny dogs, cute cats, funny cats. I actually really like my TikTok being primarily animals. But I feel like I am slow to the memes sometimes. Kevin Jonas just made me think of that Danny Gonzalez song. What Danny Gonzalez song? I have that song in my driving playlist. A cultural reset, exactly, Avery. That's the words I was looking for, and you knew what it was. Exactly. Okay, let's put everything away. I never know, am I supposed to attack those ghosts I see in the farm? Because I never do. Not ever. Okay, cool. Here. Winter roots. I feel like I actually might need that or something. Then I am going to sell these rubber boots because I can't stand them. Can't stand in them and I can't stand them. I like Vanessa Hudgens' Sneaker Night. I loved that song. I literally loved that song. I still listen to that song. Well, not like regularly, but I listened to it recently, and it's a bop. I really enjoyed the Jonas Brothers Disney Channel show, Jonas. I don't think I ever watched that. I did watch the Naked Brothers Band show, but that was on Nickelodeon. Alright, I think I'm actually going to end stream here because I am hungry. But thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Thank ya. Thank you so much. I'm gonna remember to do my credits today because I didn't remember those on Friday. And right after I ended stream, I was like, heck, I forgot. I forgot the roll credits. What's going on? Where are they? Here they are. Right? Right? Yeah, thank you for hanging out, y'all. I appreciate you. I didn't remember the girl from the Naked Brothers band. That's funny. Nat Wolf is like still doing things. Tim, welcome in. Thank you all so much for hanging out. If y'all aren't already in the Discord, you're welcome to join as long as you are 18 or over. I know exactly who we're gonna raid. Let me make sure they're like there and not on a BRB screen or something. They raided for a really long time yesterday, and I've always meant to raid them because they started at a similar time as me. And I'm always like, oh gosh, I hope they don't end soon. But it's Moxie. Moxie or I believe it's Moxie, but it might be Moxie. He's playing some Pokemon Emerald Hardcore Nuzlocke. And from the looks of it, he's doing a great job. He's also part of the Hispanic Heritage Month campaign, so you might have seen him on the shelf this month. You know, if you can stick around for the raid, that would be amazing. And I'll be back on stream tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for some Breath of the Wild Master Mode. Very excited and nervous, but yeah, let me say goodbye to you all. Thank you for being here. Kevin, Fief, Dondum's Goat, Kristen, Avery, Warris, Chubbs, Israri, Mel, Tim, Vishna, Henry, Better, Dondums, Goat, Miles, Flippy, Heart. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I appreciate y'all so much for just hanging out with me. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Stay hydrated. Vishna, why did you say my name? I'm scared. April, can you never thank yourself for being here? I'm always happy to be here. But yeah, I hope y'all stay hydrated, stretch your legs. Please don't get arrested. I will see you all tomorrow and have a good rest of your Sunday. Okay, goodbye, friends.